morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Freedom. This is Radio Biafra House Service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra. My name remains Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu from our local place of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 14th day of the 12th to be in December in our common era 2024. We all know that today is a special day because without taking any much time, I will bring in our General Officer Commanding in order to speak to Biafrans and lovers of freedom worldwide. Please, Mazi, the platform is yours. If you can hear me, please, you can go on.
Mazi Chinedu, Ndewo, Ma Chineke, Ndewo. I hope I'm coming out very clear.
Coming out crystal clear.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, I thank every one of you for this long period of time. I have not come on air. I know many of you have been asking, why are we not coming on air with all the things that are happening? But we have been coming on this Radio Biafra, educating our people on many things. But before I go forward, let me remind everyone that this is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State, and I will continue to serve my people until Biafra is restored, irrespective of the challenges, irrespective of whatever we are passing through. For us, and for most of us, we are learning along the process, and it is a way of life. Since Chukwokikadiama made it that we are going to learn it the hard way, we all accept that, and we must continue to forge forward until Biafra is restored. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, I want to use this opportunity to thank every hardcore IPOB member. I want to thank all IPOB members, family members who have stood strongly during this storm and tsunami from the enemies to destroy IPOB. I want to thank our IPOB media warriors. I want to thank all the radio hosts, Mazi Chinedu to Mazi infiltrators, Mazi Alozie, Mazi Sochima, Nwobilo, Nwa Chineke, even our Middle East radio, Mazi Obilo also. In IPOB and in this struggle, Radio Biafra has been very consistent. All the people we have on Radio Biafra are men of caliber. These are men who have consistently, hardly you can come to Radio Biafra, you will see where people are exchanging words. Men on Radio Biafra are consistent in the job they are doing, and that is what I want every IPOB member, those broadcasters, you must emulate from the work of those who are broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, those who at this particular difficult time that continue to contribute, continue to support IPOB with the little thing they have, I thank every one of you. Actually, it's not by our intention that we decided not to come on air, but for some couple of times or couple of months, the leadership of IPOB has been on some diplomatic mission for some time, and that is why we were not able, even someone like me was not able to come on air during this period. But everything is all good. And we give thanks to Chukwu Okike Abiaka. Because if not Chukwu Okike Abiaka, nobody, no man born of a woman, or no man, because it's Chukwu Okike Abiaka makes no man or anyone born of a woman, they would have hurt us. They would have destroyed us. I have been in this struggle. I am an old boy in this struggle. The Nigerian government knows. The Nigerian government knows. They know those who have been in this struggle for decades. And they know we are consistent. And there are people in this struggle, we have them in great numbers. You don't even hear their name. They are not even coordinators. Some of them are coordinators. You don't hear their names. They are contributing money. They are loyal to this struggle. They are only waiting behind, listening. Some of them are doctors, lawyers. They are all over. And they do listen. But one thing that people have to know, especially Biafrans have to know. On the other hand, I am also disappointed that many IPOB members, many Biafrans who listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, irrespective of the time we are in, they listened to his preachings. They listened to everything he said about how the enemy can be able to disorganize us and destroy us. Our people did not even waste time. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, some of our people, because of money, stupidity, they joined parties. Just because maybe you don't like somebody, because you thought, how would it have been this person? All their aims was just, how do we destroy IPOB? None of them were thinking that, oh, Nigerian government is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What will be their next step? Many people were not thinking that. They were not thinking, Nigerian government is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What do they want to do? Why did they fail to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya? Brought him to Nigeria. Kept him in the DSS detention. Allow few people to be visiting him. And they start to manipulate. They struggle. They start to try their way to manipulate, to appoint a leader who will head the struggle. But before I will take people away to the main topic, why I am coming on air today, I have a reason, and I'm not going to digress from those points, and I'm not going to digress from what I am here tonight. I am here tonight to explain to our people how far we have come. Those who have orchestrated all this evil in Biafra land against the movement, and they are not giving up, because one of our leaders in this struggle, Mazi Former, he said, we are 15 minutes people. It speaks volume, because many of our people, even though we are into this mess today, the mess of people using the name of IPOB to commit crimes, by January, if another stupid idiot comes out and say he is now the leader of IPOB, many people will still jump on that wagon and continue to profess that he is the new leader. The same people will tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and this evening, all the people who have used the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I will demolish them this evening on this Radio Biafra, let heaven fall. Because any mess we found ourselves today, any mess we found ourselves, those who surrounded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and continue to come out and tell us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, they are one of the biggest problems we have in this struggle, because they were those people that the Nigerian government connived with them. They kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making sure they are using them to destroy IPOB, dishing out orders, both the one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said and the one he did not say. If Mazi said 1, they will say 5. They were all working in connection. So today, I'm starting with Dave Umahi, the Nigerian military and her deserters, and the Yesunwike. These are the 4 major people. I am not going to call that crypto. I'm not going to call him, because he is being contracted by our own people, by the governors in the southeast. He's being contracted. So he did not just jump from the sky and landed in the core Igbo states. Let me not use that core. And landed in Imo State or in Abia State or Anambra. He did not. He was contracted to come in to kill IPOB members, to cause havoc in Biafra land, so that every crime committed will be tagged on IPOB. That is what many of you are not good in keeping dates. Today is 3 years. 14th December 2001 was the exact date I came. 2021, yes, 14th December. After 2 days of IPO and the ESN anniversary, I came on air after 2 days. Today made it complete 3 years. I came on Radio Biafra after the Anambra election. After we gathered, we saw what happened pre to the election, and we saw what started happening after the election. I came on Radio Biafra. I told our people, there is danger in the land. When I told them there is danger in the land, I start to mention names. I was called all kinds of names. I was blackmailed to the point by the Southeast governors. Dave Umahi was having some people they were paying in Ebonyi State. Social media, they buy laptop, they paying them, I think 80,000. They come there, open account, is attack the DOS, attack Chinasa, Nworu, Chinedu. They descended like bees. Some of our people went to the extent, they went to oracles to go to kill goats, kill cows, so that the Chinasa, Nworu, Chinedu, and the members of the DOS will die. This mad woman, Eloha, in America, she went and they bought up to 4 cows to sacrifice in Abia North, to sacrifice so that Chinasa, Nworu, Chinedu, and the members of the DOS will die. On the process, get herself naked. That she was all in the internet. In Anambra, some of our coordinators went to the point of going to Adelaide, buying a ram to go to kill, and they promised them that in 1 year, that Chinasa, Nworu, Chinedu, they will all die. Okay, Eze, the owner of a synagogue, who goes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu compound to pray, and they talk about how we will die. They came on 20th December. 20th December. Okay, Eze came on social media with a live chicken. They were in one gathering in a synagogue, calling the name of Chinasa, Nworu, Chinedu, DOS to die. Why? Because we came and raised an alarm saying that criminals are being contracted to take over IPOB. Today, that okay easy. He was later caught. He was doing juju for some kidnappers. That okay easy. Most of you might have forgotten. Okay easy in Aba. He was heading one synagogue in Aba. He was later caught. Some people that went for kidnapping, later they caught them. They say he's the one making juju for them. And he came, they took him. I think he has been killed in Imo State. These were all the gangs of people who are involved in criminality. Most of them were bought over. Most of them political talks for the government. They all asked them to move into action. For one reason, destroy IPOB. Commit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Commit crimes that will be tagged on him. Commit crimes that will be tagged on IPOB. That is why every day, all the newspaper, anything that happens, some of them, if their wife have a miscarriage, they say it's IPOB ESN. If a governor, some of the politicians have problem in their community, land issues, they say it's IPOB. Who is at the helms of this affair? Dave Umahi, Yesu Wike, Hope Uzodimma. To make this story very, very clear, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, you know, most of you don't understand what is happening. Yesterday, Dave Umahi came on the Rise television. Some of you did not know what he came is to prepare a ground because he knows I am coming on air. Today, have you been coming on television of recent? No, because I put the flyer, I put their faces that I am coming on air. He came on Arise television yesterday. You know, he tried to, so that not after I have finished this broadcast, if he comes, they may ask him questions. So he don't want to come. People may not ask him, say, these people are saying like this. So he came early. And if most of you who watch the program, he still maintained what he did. Because he was asking the program about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said he have discussed with Chinedu. He can never say anything. That what they discuss with his boss, he will never say it in the public. He will never say it. Then what happened? When the question is asked consistently, he said one parable. He thinks he's talking to fools. He said, you know, when the children of Babel were trying to build a Babel, the Tower of Babel, they were building this tower, and they were building this tower going. Which tower? IPOB. Growing very strong, trying to divide Nigeria. He said they were building it. Then suddenly God became angry. I don't know whether he's the God, maybe the small God. Decided to put confusion among them with different languages, to put confusion so that to destroy that Tower of Babel. That was what he said. We know what he meant. We know the parable. We can easily, do you understand me, understand his parables. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, Dave Umahi did a lot of things. His programs, when he talked about how he's going to create a parallel IPOB because we are insulting people. I don't know who is insulting him. That they will create a parallel IPOB. And after the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was inside, Dave Umahi called one of the IPOB leaders, not me. He told him, I'm saying this to everybody to hear. He told the person, he said, I want you to leave these people. I will give you $500,000. Leave IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu and his family members are playing with you people. He said, you know I am the governor. I have every security information on my table. He said, Nnamdi Kanu and his family, this Biafra, he said that is why he swear he will never be part of the Biafra. Because Nnamdi Kanu and his family members are making money out of you people. His brother has his own armed group. They are using it to threaten people. I am saying this thing is ask Devomai to come and deny it. Because these are the things I want to say. He asked the person that will give you $500,000, leave IPOB, go and find what you can do for your life. Forget about these people. That was immediately, 1 month, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was inside. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. I want Biafrans to understand that they were behind a lot of things that have happened in IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be brought to court on 25th of December. He was not brought. 25th of July, sorry for that. 25th of July 2001, they refused to bring him to court. 2021, Mazi, thank you for that correction. 2021, the leadership decided that we are going to imply a civil disobedience. We're going to sit at home, and on the process, we got instruction that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we should call up the sit at home. This sit at home was something we did because we didn't want to go into arms. We were not stupid, because the plan of Nigerian government was that the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, that IPOB will take up arms and start fighting so they can massacre our people. People were claiming that the DOS sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything is going on up and down. We said we are going to sit at home to express our anger. And the day I make that announcement, I think that was on 28th or 29th of July 2021. I said that the sit at home will start after 8 days. 8 good days that people should prepare. In these 8 days, we saw her from all corners. And we are trying to understand, why do you people don't want us to exercise this civil disobedience? There are many flimsy excuses. Some say they were taking NECO. Some went and told, I am sure some told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that that is what the governor is playing in the mind of some people. That the American government, the Europeans, they have surrendered Biafra land with warship. Because we said sit at home, the moment they want to commit genocide in our land, which is all lies. They were manipulated. The people that took money from the governors, what IPOB rejected through the press secretary, they went in the back and took this money from the governors, and they start to manipulate stories for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That America have surrendered Biafra land with warships, that they are going to bomb and commit genocide. That is why they said we should call off the sit at home. All we did was because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not because of me. And we knew the day I announced that sit at home, I knew that nobody can stop that sit at home. Even tomorrow, if we want the sit at home to be burning, to become more active, it's like a fire. We just go and take a fan and blow it. It starts. This is something our people decided. The only way they can be able to support greedy people, Dave Umahi was sponsoring. They decided to destroy, use the sit at home. After we came out, Mazi Chinedu reluctantly came out and they cut off the seat at home. The same people surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu turn around and they started supporting somebody. Tell him, this is the chance. Continue the seat at home. All these things is what? Destroy the DOS. Make the DOS looks like they have sold the struggle. They started to campaign that we took money from the governors to cut the seat at home. They turned from the back. These are people surrounding. If you know the people surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are responsible. They turn around. They join the people the governors recommended to them. They started to attack the IPOB leadership. It looks like IPOB leadership do not know what they are doing. They wanted to tell the people that IPOB leaders have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they called off the seat at home. They were supporting the criminality because the government projected this young man, this criminal. One thing I want to say here this evening, Dave Umahi have tried to build hatred during his tenure and his ending of his tenure. He built a lot of hatred between some youths of Ebonyi and their other fellow brothers. Dave Umahi did that. And I'm saying it this evening, and other people I'm calling their names will understand. I'm taking it one after the other. A governor of Enugu called Dave Umahi. They are in a meeting. They discussed about criminality in Enugu. He told him that the way criminals, if you catch 90 people, criminals in Enugu, that 90% of them are Ebonyi youth. Dave Umahi got offended. But this is a hard truth. I am not saying it to demonize anybody, but I'm telling you, as Dave Umahi got offended. The same thing one governor in Anambra told him. Dave Umahi get offended. When Dave Umahi got this opportunity, Dave Umahi are loading Ebonyi youth in government cars. He told them, go there. They are calling us Abakaliki people. They are calling us, they say we don't know. Go there and they make your money, do anything you like. It is these boys from Ebonyi that bring this rape in Osun. These boys from Ebonyi, they brought this rape. They were offloading Ebonyi youth under the sponsorship of Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi. Under the sponsorship of Dave Umahi. They load Ebonyi youth. They sent to, with government vehicle. They have free pass from Ebonyi to the enter Anambra. Nworu. You can see what is happening in Osun, in Nworu. I am not saying it to say, oh, our brothers in Ebonyi. No, I am not saying that, but I'm telling you what Dave Umahi is doing in Biafra land. He told them to go there, that they hate you. Some of those boys come with this anger. If you catch 100 criminals in Osun today, 95% are from Ebonyi State. If you catch them anywhere in Southeast, their target is Anambra and Enugu. Anambra and Enugu. This Nnewi, this all this area, and Imo State. This criminality have delivered other dangerous things. When these boys come, they could not get somebody to kidnap. They burn houses. They burn schools. They have their brothers that are selling scrap. When they burn people's houses, you will see. I am not calling them, but check all the people dealing on scrap in Anambra, in Imo State. Check where they come from. When they burn houses, burn these things, they call their brothers to come and buy the scraps. They will still snatch cars. They will load the cars in the truck and use those scrap and cover them. They pass. They are passing with connections. Somebody at the top controls them. The soldiers are on the way. These people are passing. The criminals are being connected. They have people to call. They will give way for them to move. They have people, they are selling those cars. Imagine where you will go to a camp of one criminal. You are getting 100 cars, 100 luxury cars. They are controlling. All these things, the military will go there, they will say, IPOB member. But they know the truth. They know what is happening. But for the purpose that they want to destroy IPOB, they tell them continue to tag this on IPOB. From 14th December 2021, I have been coming on Radio Biafra telling our people what is happening. When as Mahi is carrying out this operation, Opus of them went to River State with Yeso Mwike, asked him for a help. Yeso Mwike handed him over OSPAC. They brought in OSPAC in Imo State. OSPAC continued to kill our people. All of you knows the hatred some of our brothers in the River Rhine area have against their own brothers in the hinterland. It is very clear. They came with that anger. Every one of us can agree that the main job for our brothers from the coastal area, majority of the youth, their job is kidnapping. That is what many of them are doing. They believe the kidnapping, people have forgotten that they are the one who started the kidnapping. As the area has become, so they pushed them to the hinterland. They came, they were committing. When they saw the business is going very well, Asari Dokubo, the crypto, came in to take his own contract. But before Asari came inside the Imo State, Asari was brought in Anambra during Anambra election. Before he came into Imo State, he came in with the boys in Anambra before election because they were contracted by PDP. We know Asari was contracted by APC. Then PDP contracted what is this guy named? Tompolo. This is all what they brought into our land. If people don't know, APC contracted Asari Dokubo. Asari was moving people from Bayelsa, from Rivers into Anambra for Anambra election. Tompolo brought in his own people. But after election, most of the Tompolo men, they left Anambra. Some of them remained. Tompolo was controlled by PDP, Asari by APC. That is how they dump these criminals that cannot be able to hijack ship on the high sea, because they are kidnappers. That is what they do that side. They have no jobs. They come with the hatred they have against our people onto the hinterland. When they see people with nice car, they attack. They see our people, they brought in this. Some of them that left remain in Anambra. Gradually, they joined some criminal groups. Then Asari found out that, there are people who pay him. He made his own move and assigned many of them in Anambra, in Imo State. Through Hope Uzodinma. That is how Asari brought in his men in Imo State. They came in to rape, kidnap, take ransom, burn houses. They don't want to see a young Igbo boy with any car. Any new car, any car. If they look at you, the car, they will kill you. After escorting, they brought it. And they start to teach some of our people. They start to recruit some of our people. And they all start forming the gang you are seeing that have caused havoc billions of naira was taken as ransom in Anambra and Imo State. Billions. On the process, the military deserters came in. You see all our brothers that was in the military, those people they recruited like 5 years contract, for 5 years contract that went and served in the military, they recruited them, all these ones you see. All of them that have deserted, I can categorically tell you, 70% of them that were deserted from Nigerian military, they ran away, they do one thing or the other they have. Those guys are very dangerous in Biafra land. 70% of them are hardened criminals. Their eye will never see any rifle, any gun. If they see any gun, see some few young boys, they change them, they use them for kidnapping. Let me tell you, they are not going to kill their fellow military. Everybody should know that. Those guys don't come to kill their fellow military. They come to descend on innocent civilians. They kidnap, they snatch cars. Their snatching of cars is not for car business, no. They don't snatch to make car business. They snatch that they are using for their own jobs. But they are good in kidnapping. They can kidnap people, take as ransom as they like. They start bringing in some of their military friends who are also in the military into the business. These are the things happening in Igbo land. And they will not tell you. There are some operations you will see happen half a kilometer from a military checkpoint, and the military does nothing. They will tell you, we are not asked, we are asked to stay here. They start to, everybody, then the criminals who were already operating will now call some of their friends who have run away from the city some years back. Those who ran away from the prison in Imo State, they were there. Criminality overtook the whole Biafra, especially the two states, Anambra. For the fact that Hope Uzodimma, a well-known criminal, he knows criminality. He brought in now people that are producing, you know, his gangs. People, they know he's a governor. Of course, he's not, but he knows the gang because he was a former criminal. He was a former criminal. Everybody know him in Imo State. I am not the first person who is saying it. People knows him. They knows him. He brought in, he allowed people who are drug dealers in South Africa, they are pursuing, all of them return to Imo State. All of you have forgotten the guy they call Mozambique. What was he doing in Mozambique before he ran and came back to Imo State? He's a drug dealer. They call him Mozambique. He was doing drugs. They can't go to South Africa. They come to Imo State. Those are the people who put on the top. Those guys are using that opportunity, moving drugs from one place to another. If you go to Imo State, is it NAFDAC or what? They know where suspected drug places are. But they will not go there. They will come along the road and block, searching people who are coming out from there, taking money from them, mounting posts in some communities. Why they know where? Because they are being settled. Why NAFDAC is there? The drug barons, also the drug dealers, will also arrange their own armed men, because drug and the arms goes together. Drug and the arms goes together. Nobody is speaking in Biafra land. Nobody is speaking in Igbo land. Last year, every one of you, or early this year, you were all there. Hope Uzodimma hosted court, secret court in Concord Hotel Owerri by this Nkane Shofe, this Otofe. He called himself again a Kubanachi priest, Otofe Onyahyambe. They hosted court in Concord, and the same court, they are committing crimes in Biafra land. Anti-court, the anti-court police were also there guiding them. I don't know if people are understanding what is happening in Biafra land. A governor hosted through his boy, Otofe Onyahyambe, hosted these cult members that Nigerian government have a sector of in the police they call anti-cult. The same anti-cult police were the people protecting them in the Concord. They were with arms. The same cult are part of insecurity in Biafra land. Snatching of cars, killing, kidnapping. These are all the people that makes Biafra land looks like nothing is happening. And all these things, have you ever heard the Nigerian newspaper say that this crime today was committed by these armed robbers, so person? No. Before even the crime, they finished, just on the way, they capture some of the people. They already called them on newspaper. Oh, IPOB, we catch some IPOB and ESN members. That is what they continue to do. Everywhere, all the things they were doing was to destroy IPOB. Then they moved to America. And today, I will say this thing. Makachineke. I will urge the IPOB leadership to write to the Finnish government against the World Igbo Congress in America. I will champion it. I will provide the evidence how World Igbo Congress was used to perpetuate criminality in Biafra land, how they sponsored criminality in Biafra land. World Igbo Congress, they plan to destroy IPOB, and I will make sure that World Igbo Congress is destroyed in America. Go and write it today. Today, World Igbo Congress, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, we thought these were human beings. Professor Ejiofor and his team, they came to us trying to advise the need that Biafra land election must be held in Anambra. Everything must go very well. We knew that they are politicians, but sometimes you listen to people. After listening to them, the moment Anambra election is over, the World Igbo Congress descended on the IPOB leadership. They joined partner with this criminal who is now behind bars. Every one of you can bear me witness that the World Igbo Congress was anchoring program. Their PRO, no way different they can go from all. He now joined program with the Perima. They were on live broadcast on a weekly basis, demonizing the DOS, how calling us all kinds of names, criminals, how we sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I couldn't take it. I said, of all people, World Igbo Congress is doing this rubbish. I sent a message to World Igbo Congress. I sent a message through one principal officer of IPOB. I told him, can you talk to World Igbo Congress? Where are they getting their facts that we are the one? Where are you getting the facts that IPOB leadership are the ones that sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? We tried on many occasions and intervened. We begged them to pull those programs down. A whole World Igbo Congress. When Professor Ejiofor now wanted to have meeting with us, I said, you will not have meeting with us until those programs were pulled down. And they refused to pull those programs down. We refused to have meeting with them. And they continue, they go bizarre. Most of you did not know that this lady, this criminal lady they call Ngozi Orabeze, is a staunch enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may say that I forgive them. You understanding me? Ngozi Orabeze is a member of the World Igbo Congress. That is where she was being drafted to join a Perima. And they understand the games and they position him under the support of World Igbo Congress. World Igbo Congress is behind, they supported financially, and we have asked the IPOB intelligence unit and the M branch to furnish us more information. We will use it and teach World Igbo Congress a lesson. That any day, IPOB, ebe ha no na-ata anya n'ishi na-asọghị anyị ga-ata ha n'ike na-asọghị nshi. They became part of the rubbish you people saw, the charade you are seeing. Biafra government in exile, Biafra government in this. You ask yourself, we are in America. Have you ever seen our families in America come out to protest for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have any one of you seen it? The United Nations Assembly held in September, before when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was there, IPOB will be mobilized. They can go there. Since the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have you ever seen a protest in America? That people were paying tickets from America to go, Nigerian sponsored. Some, and I owe nobody no apology. Some of those women, most of you don't know, they were side chicks for most of those politicians. These were side chicks when they were in government. They throw many of them in America and they use them as agents. Some of those ladies you see, we know many of them. We have come to understand the game. Most of them are frustrated people. That is why when you see a governor arrive, you see people gather. Some of them are frustrated. They are waiting for one appointment or the other. Our people are controlled in America by these Nigerian politicians. That is what they do. When he's in government, that is how you see them. They will carry 10 people, 20 people. They say, we are traveling for America for this. They abandon them in America. When he's out of the government, those are his agents. The people he brought in America. Anything he wants to do, he comes to them. I said, we want to do like this. He dropped money for them. Many of them were useless at home. They were useless. They were thugs. And that is how this criminal came out, want to destroy IPOB. He was a political thug for Martin Elechi and the other for Samuel. He was a political thug. He's an APC member or PDP member. I don't know. From PDP, they joined APC. He was a political thug. When they have finished with them, they send them abroad as a settlement. Some are cult members. They go outside, they are committing nuisance. Every one of them. Because they are not responsible human beings. Any day they need them to use them to do anything, they pick them up. And Chukwokikadiama knows, and he will bear us witness, that we fought to exonerate the name of IPOB, that IPOB is not part of this criminality going on in Biafra land. In IPOB, we will not condone. If anybody condone it, this DOS will not condone it. We have survived. The worst have gone. We have survived. We have survived when we were, the accounts were frozen, everything frozen. Orders were given not to give IPOB any money, the leadership of IPOB. Any money, there were orders given. Don't give them any dollar. Hand over ESN to the traditional rulers and to the governors. The orders were coming, left and right. They were using us to blackmail us. But today, IPOB remain indestructible. We show them that none of them can destroy IPOB because we stand with the truth. I talk about for myself and some of my comrades that I am working with. I know them. I know them. These are men of integrity. And there are many IPOB members like that. There are people like that. People are coming, talking rubbish. Show yourself. Hey, you are stupid. Only my voice. People recognize me with my voice. I don't need to show my face. My voice is enough. I go places, I don't talk anyhow because I know people are recognizing me with my voice. What else do you want? You think I am those people, or we are those people we come and make? No, you think freedom fighting is shouting on social media? If you people know the work the leadership of IPOB have exhibited against these criminals, against this governor, Dave Umahi, and his cohorts, they came to destroy. Dave Umahi, almost IPOB Ebony, most of the coordinators, where are they? Some of them are in the prison. There is a boy he took. This particular boy, I'm not going to mention his name. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, this boy was handed over to Dave Umahi by those surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in December 20th. On December 20th or 21st, Dave Umahi released bags of rice to them and paid 50,000. Somebody who is part of this struggle handed, because he has access to some of our men that were in the bushes. Because some of our people, you know, they don't know where they belong. And I called him and I warned him. I told him they will destroy you. And today he has been destroyed. Because when they gave them a bag of rice, some of them took the bag of rice. They were showing some of our men, making video, showing some ESN officers. You people are there with the DOS. You are foolish. See, there is money coming from those around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, he start paying them salary. You know, they will pay you when they give you the money. Therefore, he told somebody, say, don't forget, I'm in control of them. I'm paying them the salary. In IPOB, ESM, we don't pay salary. There is nothing like that. They use it as a confusion. That boy they continue to pay them salary. One day they invaded the camp because they know everything, get all their list, all of them. And he is in Abuja singing like Michael Jackson. They have implicated everybody that he was working with. But he will not call Dave Umahi. If he called Dave Umahi, they kill him. Where is Ebony coordinator, Wisdom, and his team? When he went to Dave Umahi, they were bringing them money. Dave Umahi was using they came out and claiming blackmailing people left and right. After paying them money, tell them, don't worry, we are this. You understand me? US are stupid people. Dave Umahi picked them in Abuja. Have they released them? What that thing will show you, think about those our brothers in the prison. Dave Umahi is 3 times the high court in Ebony have released all of them. Dave Umahi, they refuse. It's Dave Umahi holding them. Not Nworu. Nworu is nobody. High court will release them in Abakaleke. They will go and file another one in Igbo. This one will release them here. That is to show you who Dave Umahi is. Dave Umahi continued to push in boys from Ebony State. When you hear they are making fundraising rubbish, the money they get from kidnapping, they will tell them we are taking this part to buy ammunition. They encourage them in kidnapping. They encourage them in anything. As they are kidnapping, collecting money, they are using it to mock IPOB leadership. They are mocking us. They were mocking us. But I told them, from my family, we don't have criminals. My father was never a thief, my mother, none. Mandi put them, nobody. And nobody will make me. I didn't come into this struggle. I came into this struggle with my own money. I came to support. I didn't come to look for anything. I came to support. And so are many Biafrans all over the world. They came, they bring their money for the freedom of Biafra, for our self-determination. Suddenly people turn it to criminality, people start talking. Let me say something very clear. There are people who came under IPOB, use it to commit crime, ran away to other countries, we are coming after every one of you. There is one stupid girl who joined this struggle, be in this struggle, follow the kidnappers, steal money. He were buying, he is the one going, collecting money, ransom money, and the dollars, buying dollars for them. Finally, when they kill one of the criminals, who is his boyfriend, he ran away to UK. They will bundle you and they come back because I have evidence of your criminality. You want us to keep silent? You want to use your greedy life? All of you want to use your greedy life to dent the name of honorable men who came into this struggle in genuine, with all their genuine heart, for your greed. And you think we will keep silent? You think you can silence us? All we are doing is to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, protect the struggle. But everyone, most of you were out there castigating the leadership of IPOB. We know what you don't know. We know what millions of you don't know. Even some of you, we know things you have forgotten. We know. But when you are at the hands of affair, you have to control certain things. We look at it, we say, let's go. Maybe when the day comes, we will be doing our best, trying to exonerate IPOB, exonerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from things, because we knew what was happening. Reports were coming every minute of the day, the crimes that are being committed against our own people. I was on this radio Biafra, many of our IPOB members were speaking up. Even on social media, there are many IPOB media warriors who continue to speak from their own investigation, from their own sources. They know what I was saying is true. It pushed them, it pushed many of you to go and start investigating what is happening, and you found that truly, this is what is happening. And they are not IPOB. This stupid man who called himself the in-law of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they call Pigeon Yang or Chanton Young, I don't know, Compara Moses. I don't know where that stupid man come from. We are trying to exonerate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the crimes that were happening. That stupid man came on air. They are mocking the DOS, telling the DOS is in. They are sending message to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to disassociate himself from crime committed by committed by Simon. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whenever he comes to court, on one in Allah, he will never condemn him. That is it. This is what that stupid buffoon was talking on the radio. And I look at him, I say, this is one of the greatest, he's the worst in-law anybody can have in this universe. The stupid man. Wouldn't I try to see where I can see them. Can Topia Beshito Ole Kenishi idiot so they can have. These people encourage criminality. They were encouraging criminality on social media. They were encouraging criminality. Today, most of you have found out that thing we were fighting for. But because we know what he was doing, IPOB staged a protest in Finland. Many of you did not know the work the leadership of IPOB have done. Not all these things you people are seeing. When we saw the criminality that was happening, we reported, let me say it so that some of you will understand. We wrote to Finland government. When that criminal was using our name, the name of IPOB, the name of ESN, we wrote to Finland government. We told them, somebody is here using our name. He is not our member. He has never been our member. And he's using our name. They said, can we prove? We tried to prove to them that we are the indigenous people of Biafra. But there is something people don't understand, and let me make it clear that it's nothing hidden. Before, when IPOB was registered in Finland over a decade ago, they were not registered as indigenous people of Biafra. They were registered as Biafran community. Then the Finland government, the lawyers started to say, no, he's saying indigenous people of Biafra, not Biafran community. And we said, no, we are the same people. Because when we wanted to register as indigenous people of Biafra, you people did not approve it. You were not very sure. You said you approved Biafran community. They said, really? They said, yes. The HOD wrote to them. He informed them that we have IPOB in different countries registered as indigenous people of Biafra. And they needed proof. We showed them proof that we are registered in many countries around the world. And they said, okay, so this guy is using you people's name, making all this incitement, committing all this. And we said, yes. The Finland government, they heard to that petition. They changed our name from the Biafran community, because that was what they registered it the first time, to indigenous people of Biafra. When this criminal realized that IPOB have secured the indigenous people of Biafra with the letter Mazi wrote, that was when, most of you don't know, that was when he ran away from that name. And they decided, he informed his colleagues, he informed his criminal colleagues that IPOB have secured them. If he used this name again, he will be dealt with. That was when he changed and said that now they are autopilots. He come out fully. And from there, people were advising him that autopilot doesn't mean any sense, because IPOB was descending on autopilot. They now say it is government in exile. And before they set up the government in exile, there is a government in exile in Maryland. There is another government in exile in New York, in Washington or New York, Washington. 3 governments in exile. One in Maryland, one in Washington, another one now in that place, making caricature of the Biafra struggle. That was when he ran away from the name indigenous people of Biafra. After that step, IPOB went for a protest in Finland. When we saw the criminal, what many of you were not seeing, we have our evidence. We now go to stage a protest to tell them, this guy, because the government knows, they started collecting reports. We wrote another letter to them. When we protested in that place, we told them, for prosperity, for record purposes, because we know the Nigerian government is planning to use what these people are doing to destroy IPOB in diaspora, because they know that is where our strength lies. We send another letter, we'll inform the Finland government that this guy once again does not belong to, he's not part of IPOB. He's not our member. He's an agent provocateur sponsored by the government, inciting killings. Our own people, killing even IPOB members. IPOB members were killed, fall in the hands of these people. Veterans, Biafran veterans, they fell in the hands of this criminal. They took their land. They massacred our people. There were over 9 borrow pits where they were dumping the body of our people with acid. These people were horrible. They will disband them, sell their parts, and somebody wants us to come out. Who told you this is freedom fighting? Who told you? Who told you this is freedom fighting? Killing your own people, the people we are continually, people who have supported the struggle, supported Mazi and the Kano. Suddenly you turn around to kill them, telling them this is freedom fighting. IPOB leadership took it as a very big task. We wrote to Finland government. We informed them for record purposes. and other people. People were called to make their presentation. Finland government sent a media personnel, an investigative journalist. He came down to Biafra land, investigate the activities of this guy. He interviewed people. He went to Enugu. He went to many places. He investigated. Some people who understood that IPOB was not responsible because they were on ground. They welcomed the journalist. They took him and go places. And people understood what was happening. They went back. But let me tell all of you something that happened, so that everybody will know. If IPOB remember you, you are gone. And you are gone forever. Because we have built this institution with the blood of our people. People have sacrificed their life. You have seen people that were dying. They said, yes, I am dying, but get Biafra for me. Because of those people. Because of those people who made such comments, even at their death, they made such comments. We can never disappoint them. When this guy started killing our people, we started. Everybody know when we were talking about him. Everybody knew. All of you knew. When IPOB media was against him, suddenly, those around Mazi came with a message that they said they should stop. They went even to the extent to put it in writing, barring the DOS not to talk about this criminal. All of you saw the paper. They published it on the social media. What evidence again are you looking for? These people surrounding Mazi came out with a letter that Mazi said that the DOS should not talk about this criminal. He should do whatever he wants to do. The letter was there. You know, somehow we kept silent. We asked the media personnel, nobody, please, let us focus on what we are doing. Just that space of time, 1 year plus, we said, let us focus on what we are doing. We didn't know that was the time they tried to embolden the criminal. He started to lie. He started to tell you ship is coming, warship is coming, aeroplane is coming. He started to take responsibilities. Most of you were hailing him, but we kept silent. But along the line, ask the IPOB, if you know any IPOB media, ask them, what was the instruction given to them 1 month, like 2 months ago, before this criminal was arrested? Ask every IPOB media the memo they got. The leadership was contacted by a very well concerned individual who is a retired diplomat. He threw this letter these criminals were circulating on social media to us, because we were talking about the criminality happening in our place, how it is all happening, in what is happening. Contacted the leadership. He said, you people are with what happened. We try to defend ourselves. He said, but who can you convince that you people are not supporting this guy? Because we know IPOB. We know that if IPOB want to fight, will come against this guy, suddenly you stop. He said, we're talking.
Mazi, your voice is now cracking. I don't know why. Please, Mazi, check your system and go back. Mazi, please go back just 5 seconds.
Mazi.
Go back 5 seconds ago because your voice was cracking either out of.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, at this particular point, but can you remember where I stopped?
Yes, you said somebody just contacted a concerned person, individual contacted IPOB.
Yes.
Yes, go on.
Yes, he contacted IPOB. We are talking because we are writing about, always we are defending, we don't know, we are not part of it. But he said that we are contradicting ourselves. We said how? He said before you people were talking, people were taking you people serious. But along the line, when they have invited this young man, suddenly all of you went cold. I said no. We feel like he said no. He showed me evidence that we are part of it. That this letter proved, because we were asked not to talk about him any longer, that we are given an order. He told them, we said this is coming from one of the lawyers. They said this is what the leader said. He said, and then all of you are part of it. Because you are seeing evil, you are seeing people committing evil, you have the information, but you continue saying you people have to, because they will rope all of you in. Because that criminal is claiming that he is IPOB. He said when they asked him, he claimed. That is why you see these criminals at home. They answer Liberation Army. But when they go to commit, when they are calling people for money, they say it's ESN. They will come out and say Liberation Connector. But when they call people to ask for money, they use the name of ESN. Then we came back. We called the media personnel. We told them it is time we are going to exonerate ourselves once again. Because they believe our silence against this guy, that we are part of it. We were asked not to address him. We are asked not to talk about him. And we are doing that. And the crime continues. Then ask any IPOB media. That was like 2 months or 3 months ago. We came out, had a meeting with them and told them, go and defend IPOB. Go and defend this struggle. Defend ESN. We are not into criminality. We know, but I think if we tell the world more, it will be of a good to this struggle. And if you watch out, for the past 2 months, we didn't launch that campaign for more than 2 months or even one month plus. And finally, everything was nailed. They understood there is something missing. But I'm happy it is Europeans that are handling this case, because they will do their thorough investigation. They will see. But one thing many people do not understand, that this criminal is inside the detention or inside the jail, claiming that he is IPOB. Because to rope IPOB inside, to rope Mazi inside, to rope him inside, he is still there, claiming. He went to court, he said he's an ordinary IPOB member. No, there he is insisting that he is IPOB, he's getting order from IPOB. And we are going to, those ones, we will settle it. We will tell the government. We are going to tell them. It is a government that listens to people. That one, we will solve that particular issue that is inside the detention and he's claiming that is IPOB. Those members they arrested, they were one of the people. He was an old IPOB member. Everybody, if you are a member and you do, we will say you were. He was. Most of them, he was an IPOB member. Maybe around 7 years ago, or I don't know why he went out then. Berima came up, he joined him. He joined him, and this is where he has ended himself. Can any IPOB member comes out on the social media, on any media platform, and say that IPOB leadership have asked him one day to commit a crime? Somebody come out and tell us. from ESN, apart from the special duty that ESN carries out, which is make sure the Fulani headsmen, not the Fulanis. I want to correct that impression. Fulani headsmen who are coming inside our bushes and forests, killing and raping, destroying our farm crops. That is only the job they were asked to do, protect the farmers. Because these Fulani herdsmen are well armed. They are the fourth most dangerous terrorist group in the world. We can't complain. Every day they kill our mothers, they kill us, because we saw what is happening in the north. We won't accept that to happen in our place. We continue to scream. We continue to cry. We continue to exonerate IPOB, but those who were surrounding Mazi and the Kano, they kept silent. They continue to try, even some of them. I will tell you people something so that all of you will know. Some of them even have the guts. When we try to confront them, they will tell us that they will, if we make nonsense, they will, if they open their mouths, they will destroy IPOB. I told them, you cannot do anything. You destroy yourself, because IPOB have no business with you. Whatever information you are using going to carry out that place, IPOB have no business with you. The leadership of IPOB have no business with you. We know the lawyers we were working with, and we know those they don't want to work with anybody because all their mind is full of fraud, criminality, greed. That is all is in their mind. Everybody were there. These people were blackmailing everybody. At a point, when they were blackmailing, we sold Mazi and the Kano. I called some of the lawyers. I told them. I almost saw the lawyers that used to see Mazi and the Kano, apart from Palestine, for who was not there that time. I asked them, do you see the level of blackmail? It's not for me, but there are people being killed because they are labeled that they sold Mazi and the Kano. People are being killed because of that thing. Can you people ask Mazi and the Kano, when he's coming out in the court, let him try to exonerate that some people, the leadership, do not know what happened to him. The lawyer among them challenged me. He told me, who asked me, who said that we saw Mazi? Nobody is saying that. He have never heard it before. I told him, can you say to yourself that you have never heard that is the DOS that sold Mazi and the Kano? He claimed that he have never heard such thing. I told him it took you only 1 week to bring message from Mazi and the Kano that his siblings, Kalonta was not the one behind his arrest, and his secretary. Yeah, I say it was only 1 week it took you. What is the problem? Why are you people not telling Mazi and the Kano? Tell him, if you come out, exonerate the DOS that I don't need anything. That the DOS, he's still alive. The DOS did not know because they were controlled by the governors. He told me he have never heard something of that nature before. Their target is that demonize the DOS, make them look that people, that is why they produce, do you understand me, a criminal leader, tagging him IPOB leader. Even with the press release we are writing constantly, no, they tag him this IPOB leader. Because they were expecting, our system is different. They were expecting immediately Mazi and the Kano was somebody like a lawyer Jimako went on the radio, on the television, live television, and tell the world that IPOB have no leader. Since Mazi and the Kano is in the detention, that IPOB has no more leader because the leader is in the detention. That now leaders come from everywhere. There are many leaders have come. A whole lawyer that was behind Mazi and the Kano And I will use this opportunity to ask everybody listening this evening about this lawyer, because he's one of those who have caused the damage to this struggle. The linking of IPOB to this criminality, he is the masterminder. All these things, Aloy Ejimako. Many of you, I posted things some few days ago. This article has been there. People were asked to contact him to make clearance on this article. He stubbornly refused. Instead, he was threatening people, if you share it, he will do you this, he will do you that. And because I saw the threat he gave to people, I said, okay, since you don't want to clarify this article, it is good, Biafrans, who are not paying attention, because our people, many people don't know what is happening. And if you have this, let me say it now, if you don't have this, and because I would like many of you to follow this, if you don't have it, you can just go. I want IPOB medias, everybody share this thing as I am, so that I want people to follow. Share this article about Aloy Ejimako, because I want to use it to educate our people, to understand what is happening to this struggle. Aloy Ejimako is part of the people that are behind what is happening to IPOB. Aloy Ejimako, I said it, and I said it, I maintain it. I'm not withdrawing this statement. Even heaven is falling down, because I know what I am saying. If you can go to my timeline or the media, I just want people to post it so that people, as I am talking this thing, people will be reading. They will be reading about it and follow me. Because I don't want to say what I don't know. I'm not going to say what I don't know. I'm saying what I know very well. If you go to my Facebook, you can now you take it and you read with me. Because we are not going to keep silent. Why somebody, an individual who is known for fraud and all these things will come, we keep silent. You understand me? Keep silent. An individual, out of his greed, is destroying IPOB without looking back, and he have the temerity to tell people that if he open his mouth, he will destroy IPOB. And this evening, I dare him to take off. I dare him to try to destroy IPOB. I dare him, because he will not go free. He is the one that put us in this manner. He is the one that is defended, coming to tell us who is who in IPOB. Somebody who is not part of IPOB is telling IPOB who is who in IPOB. Biafrans, I want every one of you, because this report will prove a lot of things. When I told you, when we talk about sit at home, how they sabotage sit at home, how sit at home was sabotage. They know themselves, they know what they play, but I want you, from this article, I want you to connect the dots. What have happened to IPO? This article was written on 28th October 2024 by secretreporters.com. Secretreporters.com. Go to their website, they reveal information against judiciaries. I think this is government website. Forget about anything somebody will tell you. This, because all their exposure is on government officials, everything pertaining to judiciary. Go there and you will understand. On 28th October 2004, they said Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer Ejimako, pockets multi-million naira contracts from federal government while evading tax. We know in any government contract, if you are doing contract with the government, it's like a federal government, you do any contract with them, before they pay you, they will first take their tax. You must bring tax clearance. So the question is that, how were they paying this man from 2021 until September 2024? Was he not doing tax clearance? How were they paying all this money? Nobody's asking for tax clearance. The money continue paying because it's what they are using to trap him. They are using the job they are doing, because when you dine with the devil, they are setting trap for you. Look, I want everybody to go, in order not to take you so long. I want you to go to maybe the fourth paragraph, where it says, despite this law, the Atlantic Investment Limited, with Aloye Jimako as one of its directors, has successfully secured multiple government contracts. This contract worth hundreds of millions of naira, raises serious question about the company eligibility to benefit from public funds while avoiding its obligations. They were paying him whoever, but it is his company, and he needs to clarify this thing to Biafra, because there are many things in that are very mind-blowing, that makes us connect the dots. Number one, they say the transaction revealed substantial payment from several ministries, departments, and agencies. On March 27, 2020, the company received 12 million naira, 887,604 naira 31 kobo from the Ministry of Niger Delta for consultancy services related to an environment impact assessment project in Intertonot. Consultancy on environmental distance. Subsequently, this one is very crucial. We sit at home on 26th or 27th, we announce it. On 28th of July, when we are being battled to take money and cancel the sit at home, because he was one of the people bringing the order to cancel sit at home, he was paid by the Federal Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, paid his company 78,739,224 naira 30 kobo for development of a monitoring and evaluation system. Development and the monitoring, development of a monitoring and evaluation system. Biafrans, can we ask Aloye Jimako why such money was paid from Federal Ministry of Special Duties by Nigerian government? For what purpose? To set up, develop a monitoring and evaluation system. Onye ka Aloye a monitor? Onye ka Aloye na evaluate? Onye ka na evaluate? Onye ka na monitor? I want Biafrans to open their eyes. What is happening? And not because if I start reading all these things, you will not understand. Then I will go to another one. This year. Last year or this year, they said okay, the company continued to secure federal contracts even in 2003 and 2004. On September 26, 2003, the Federal Cooperative College in Oji River disbursed 8,648,000 for the supply of rice milling machines, followed by another 8 million on October 19, 2023. A large payment of 169,200,000 was made by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security on May 10, 2024. This year, we were accused of taking money from government for agricultural empowerment. Somebody said that to us, that we were paid. I told him it's a lie. When I saw this report, I started to ask, why is the government paying Aloy company 169 million naira, 200,000 from Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security? Remember, this is the height IPOB was championing for food security in Biafra land. IPOB disbursed over 300 tons of seeds to support our people. In every local government, we targeted 70 to 75 farmers. We did it free. Nobody gave us any money. We didn't beg any money from it. It is IPOB worldwide contributed that money to support our people in agriculture. But some people have using it to siphon, taking money from government. All that is how they are looking at IPOB, criminals, people. Imagine if it is a lawyer, imagine if it is a Jofa or Ozekome that have this report. Imagine. Ebelebe gane ebe no now. Ebelebe gane ebe. And I want Biafrans to read this. Take your time, read this report. And at the end of this report, he said, from 2021, from July 2021 till 14th September, total money paid to Alloy Company is 355 million. And Alloy, they are accusing us, selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are accusing us doing this with the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them will know that this is not game as usual. If they have been playing game with this struggle, it is over. They should mark it somewhere. It is over. People cannot be sharing their lives, endanger their family, endanger. Some people will be using the name of IPOB, collecting money from people you are empowering. The same thing when Okezie Ibazo, they were dragging him over road he did not build. Somebody threatened us. It's after all, you people were giving, somebody was taking contracts on behalf as empowerment for IPOB. I say who? He mentioned the name. I said, you see your stupidity? He said, okay, Okezie was giving you people. Somebody. Is it not somebody was taking the contract as empowerment for IPOB? This is how they have destroyed the name. He told us if we talk about Okezie too much, then we publish the names. He said, IPOB don't do business. We don't do road construction. So you know the rubbish you are talking. And if you have anything you did with that person, go and do it. And you cannot intimidate us not to say what we know. If Okezie do something wrong, we will call him out. It doesn't matter who he pays any money. We don't care. It doesn't matter who he give any contract. We don't care. The life of our people matters so much. Insecurity in the southeast is man-made, made by Dave Omahi, Hope Uzodimma, the Nigerian military and her deserters, and the Yesomwike. These are the people who brought in criminals to terrorize our land. They have reasons. Number one, make sure that IPOB is dragged to the mud and destroyed. Number two, IPOB is championing for people to return home, to develop their place. Make sure that you set Southeast on fire so that people will never return home to develop their land. But I want to also use this opportunity to thank, I'm not thanking because it's their duty. This is first time in Biafra land, in the 5 south, they call the southeastern states, that we see you can now drive inside the cities with roads are clean, marked, 3 states working at the same time from Abia to Anambra. I mean, there is improvement in road construction from Enugu to Anambra to Abia State. Not Hope Uzodimma, he's painting, he's using black paint and be painting main road. You know, a criminal is always a criminal. And if these people are doing these things, we encourage them, because when they finish building road, we go to healthcare, we go to education, we go to electrifying the whole communities. This is what we want in our land, not criminality. But the Nigerian government, they are sponsoring criminality in our land to stop you. Imagine we wrote press release a few days ago asking people to come back. We have seen some newspaper now trying to counter us. The Nation is a Yoruba newspaper. owned by Tinubu. They are countering that press release we wrote that Igbos don't want to travel to the southeast because of insecurity. Because we asked our people to come. Go and see. This is the battle we are battling on a daily basis. And to this effect, I am calling every IPOB member. We must all remain resolute. The time, let me tell you people something. We have reasons. Nigeria have 1 million problems we can use to destroy Nigeria and tear Nigeria disintegrate. We don't need to abuse anybody when we come to present our point. We must not come with a militant tone because they have problems that we can present. They will not know anything to say. The Northerners already have this mentality, you people can go. Can we work on their psychology? Can we provoke them more? Can we push them more? We know they are trying to be proud. We push them only by words. We know, we understand how they deal with us. During the war, we realized something, that our parents who fought the war, they said there were people brought in. They call them Dogo, just total heavy men. They don't speak English. They don't speak even Hausa. These were men Nigerian government were importing from the Sahel region, from Mali, from Burkina Faso, all these places. But suddenly, don't you see how Chukwuka Abiyama works? Today, all those Sahel have kicked France out. Nigeria is now in bed with them, making Nigeria the enemies of the Sahel. Don't you see it is very difficult for Nigeria to import soldiers from Sahel when Tinubu want to go war against the Sahel people? Now you have cut the lifeline from importing more soldiers from the Sahel region to come and kill Biafrans. Can we work on our approach, Biafrans? Can we stop? If you come on air, you insult. There is nothing to insult. Let us engage these people with the fact, hard truth. The military was summoned in the ICC over the killing of our people. Suddenly, we heard people they call Igbo councils, Igbo National Council. And I'm giving that instruction. The IPOB intelligence unit and the M branch must try to get us who are those idiots. We don't know who is Igbo National Council, but immediately the issue of killing our people at the checkpoints arose in ICC. Immediately they came out to tell you, send every problem, anything the military is doing to you, send it to us in Abuja. We are going to present to National Assembly. And some stupid people cannot open mouth and challenge those criminals, because that is a group Nigerian government have already set up. You send them, they track the numbers that are sending them, and they will look for you and pick you up. Number one. Those idiots they call Igbo coalition, this thing, they will write report and they go to the national. What these people are talking is isolated cases. It doesn't happen. Igbo National Council, you can travel down to Igbo land and see by yourself. Put your spy cameras and see by yourself if you do exist. You don't need to stay in Abuja and ask people to send you pictures of what the Nigerian military is doing. Beside that, IPOB on their own, we have contacted agencies who have already marched on the Biafra land with hard copy results. And we will tell you how many people the military and all these people have killed in Biafra land from 2015. IPOB have the report. And we have given it to international agency, given it to independent agency who are working on the record. It is not going to be hidden. The Nigerian military are there killing our people. You are in Abuja telling people to send you reports, send you video of how the military. Is that not one of the most dumbest things any human being can do? While you can, all of you are there, you saw people speaking up. Even people like Anayo came up on this thing and he spoke about this. And there are people talking about the humiliation, the killing, the rape, how this military IPOB media is posting all the molestation that is happening on the road in Biafra land. They stay in Abuja, ask you to send them video. How serious could these people be? That they already positioned themselves that they are the one going to make the presentation to National Assembly. Can you people believe this? If they are serious, they can cover the whole Biafra land in just less than 2-3 days. They can move around 2-3 days, have their spy camera on their car, video all the whole molestation happening there, and go and make presentation. They are in Abuja calling you to send them video. Use your WhatsApp. They put some WhatsApp number, and some stupid people are also trying to send them video. No, we have passed all those rubbish they used to do. IPOB is here to educate our people. You cannot speak for us because you have never spoken for anybody before. Do anybody know who is Igbo National Council? Who is Igbo National Council? Where are they? Where do they come from? Also, there is one idiot they call, I don't know what they call, he say it's IPOB political wing. Every day he writes his article. If he don't mention Chinasa, Nworu, and Chinedu, he's talking. I wish I will know. But I know it is the DSS writing all those rubbish. Because coming out to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have consulted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He told you to go and form IPOB political wing. You have consulted him. Who are you? Can we know who you are? You didn't even come to us to say, okay, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I consulted him. He told me to talk to you. Of course, so you understand me. You're already on the pages of newspaper writing against IPOB leadership, that you are the political wing. You started attacking the IPOB leadership. Tomorrow, some fools will join them. Start attacking IPOB. I don't know what he calls his name. Everybody in IPOB, at least there is somebody, if you call his name now, you will know where he comes from. Most of you do not understand that Aloye Jimako now have turned visit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a pilgrimage. He will consult people in America, do you want to visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You pay him money, he bring you, you go and see. You go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is another source of their income. Arrange people from outside. You pay money, you go and collect money from people. These are rubbish. These are people who try to tarnish the image of IPOB. The Nigerian government is seeing IPOB as those people who are running around. The Nigerian government, the Southeast governors, also worked very, very hard to destroy IPOB. I am telling you the fact. Because when they found out the IPOB leadership cannot compromise, they told them these people cannot compromise. What did they do? They continue to pump money through the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other groups. Continue to push them. Because I know we have made it clear, we made our press release, we made it very clear that these people are not IPOB leadership. Any instruction they give will never hold. When I joined this struggle, I didn't join it because there was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brother. I don't know them. I just know them few years ago. It's not because of them. But the governors, they understood the game they were playing. Therefore, he was paying heavily, pushing them. He was one of the people pushing them and attack them because his problem is destroy this. Imagine that had it been the leadership handed over the radio Biafra to this criminal. By now, I have something to say. That is the stage I got on now. People did not see what we saw even before that guy come close. When we were screaming, shouting, nobody, we were called all kind of names. And that is why I said, you see all of you who were, just pray that we don't remember to to write about you to any government. Because if you like or not, I can tell you that IPOB intelligence unit, when we write to any government on the security situation in Biafra land, they're listening to us. I can tell you that when we write, we know people who have contacted IPOB. I mean, international agencies who have contacted IPOB, ask them, can you tell us what is really happening? And when we give them the reports, they are doing, they see, we are not lying. We're not lying. And if you are in diaspora, you want to stay under one umbrella. If you want to do your thing, but to remove IPOB from inside. Don't use IPOB name to mess up, because we have built this name for over a decade. This is a name that if the European rep writes a letter and gives to you, you will be granted asylum. If the deputy European rep writes a letter and gives to you, you will be granted asylum in an European country. This is a movement. We didn't build it overnight. If you put your form in Australia, or the national coordinator in Australia writes a letter and gives to Australian government that this person is IPOB member, he needs to be protected in this country, the asylum will be granted. It is because of our good conduct. That is why you see those things happening. Then somebody comes out, and I can tell you people something. If you know how they gang up from World Igbo Congress, do you people know even Darlington Imo in the UK? Most of you knows about Darlington Imo. Most of you knows about him. Darlington Imo turned against IPOB. He turned against IPOB. He was pushing, asking to do what? Family members, pushing people to make sure they crown this criminal. They handed him over the leadership of IPOB. That is what many of you don't understand. And today, I am asking Darlington Imo, your brother is now in Ireland. You want IPOB to give him a letter of recommendation for asylum. Why don't you give it to the Kerima people? To that person you ask. Is he an IPOB member? People should ask Darlington Imo. That his brother is recommending that IPOB will give a letter in Ireland. Darlington Imo, is Ireland, is it autopilot that is controlling Ireland? Because of the peanuts the governors were sharing you people, all of you, Nigerian agents, they pay you 2,000, buy ticket for you, all of you. I know somebody, as they were want to do this charade, I know a very high personality that they invited. They told him they will pay him money to success in that thing they are doing on 2nd December. That's a hype, and not if I call his name, all of you we know him. He told me, these guys, he told him, I cannot associate with you. From what I have seen from these things, you are killing your own people. I will be the last person to be in your midst where you want to, what do you want to damage my own reputation? They said they will pay him money, just they want him, even if he didn't talk. That was what they were doing. IPOB, we pay our tickets and go anywhere we want to go. We pay our tickets. We travel to anywhere we want to travel. IPOB members, if you say we are doing something now in anywhere, people will buy their own tickets. That is how fanatical we are. We are not being sponsored by politicians. And that is why I am making it very clear this evening. Therefore, Mahi, the Babel you are talking about is your own Babel, your own kingdom you are building. You cannot destroy IPOB. Yes, you people have thrown a challenge and you know you have failed. What many people did not understand is that this is a job they assign this criminal to go and do. It's just like those who contract an assassin. They tell you, go and assassinate this man. When they give you half of the money, When you go, you finish assassinating him. Go and destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They give him some money. He came out. He do the job. When they see the job, they think they have gotten what they want. They set him up. They would better come and see him in the prison and give him money. They have locked him up because he's also a horrible individual. If it is an assassin, they will assassinate you. They go and pay your family the balance money because they know you are an idiot. People saw women coming out to jump. Ngozi Orabeze of World Igbo Congress is whom they push immediately. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition. World Igbo Congress controlled by the Southeast politicians. The same thing, let me say this in this message, go to Ohaneze. You know, when people are talking, you talk in the social media, I want Biafrans. We are going to give Ohaneze Ndigbo a chance this time around. I'm saying it very, very clear. You know, without my saying what the leadership of IPOB, the DOS is going to give a chance for Ohaneze Ndigbo to rewrite their wrong. Because we realize all these years that Ohaneze Ndigbo is controlled by politicians. That is why you don't see any meaningful thing from Ohaneze Ndigbo. They have no source of finance. If not, the politicians will bring money. They can do anything. You found out that when you hear the Ohaneze IPOB, the IPOB, who are the IPOBs? These are former governors who have committed all kind of blunders. They are the people in the IPOB, former ministers, former senators, House of Reps. Most of them have honorary members inside the Ohaneze IPOB. They are the ones. That's why when they talk, they say we are going to IPOB. And we have realized that the same IPOB is full of politicians. Dirty politicians. Think somebody like Ojo Zokalo, Dave Umahi, all the leaders, all these people. Think about all the whole governors. They are part of the IPOB. Many top people, they are former politicians, former governors. They are part of IPOB. That's why Elijah Ohaneze Ndigbo. What is the problem? Why are they behaving this way? Because they are being controlled. We say they are politicians because they are being controlled by politicians at the background. They have no. They are not independent. They have no source of income for themselves, unless when some governors bring out money. Orocha, Sokrocha, them, all of them are in the IPOB. How do you expect something good to come out from this organization? How? Biafrans, tell me. How you think something good will come out from Ohaneze? Look at, they are there. Some young, vibrant Igbos are uniting Igbos. Something Ohaneze could not do. Something they could not do all their existence. Individuals. And I applaud them. All these young guys coming out from Ikwere land, from Igbo land, from Upani. I don't want to mention their names because when you mention their names, tomorrow now government start pursuing them. They say they are working with IPOB. But those guys are doing good job. These are individuals. Imagine what those young men, wherever they get the inspiration. I know it came from IPOB because we have been preaching, bringing our people together. These are kind of projects that's supposed to be encouraged. They are bringing our people together. What Ohaneze could not do in their instead, Ohaneze is dividing our people, kicking them, going. Now we know that Hope Uzodimma imposed Obiozo, imposed. But let me tell them something. I may say this thing, they may like it. If you enter as Ohaneze president, your duty is to go and kick IPOB. No Zuki Gejibapta. I am telling you, if you like, you take it. You don't like, Allah Biafra will knock you down. And that is what is happening. Go to Opanya, for whoever is taking the position. You are going to take Tobi Ohane as a president, and your duty is to find a way with the governors to destroy IPOB. I am telling you the fact. That is what the land says. If you go there trying to put Biafra land, put Igbos in unity, organize the Igbos where they are being marginalized, speak for them, bring them together with purpose and unity, organize things, yearly programs that brings our people together. The governors, the politicians, here, they bring confusion. That is where they stay and divide our people more. So let us see Ohanese this period. We know the power is moving to another state. We are going to watch. More for us to we are going to watch. But Ohanese should know, even those ones that are trying to divide Ohanese, we will not tolerate those nonsense. You see all these people that the Nigerian government is sending from different angles. Like Ohanese is trying now to put their house in order. Another group will come out. What will we do you? Nobody will even talk about it. We want a purpose in Biafra land. We want our people to return home, invest in Biafra land. Irrespective of insecurity, insecurity will come to an end. All of you will see it. You will understand that the Nigerian government is part of those sponsoring insecurity. Their political talks, they are using cause problem every Monday. Whether there is anything, cause problem. Just go your IPO. And at the end of the day, they want us to run away from our land. They want us to continue to run away from Biafra land. And that is not going to happen. We are going to build Biafra land. Biafra land will be built via Biafra. It will be a complete indigenous development. There is already progress. If some of you are not seeing the progress happening in Biafra land, it is happening. Before, when you look at Biafra land, today, you can see road, map, everywhere, at least. There is a difference. And we want them to continue on that path. They must be doing their own job. We are doing our own. We didn't come to look for Biafra that our place will be destroyed and deserted. No. When we are looking for Biafra, we want to develop our region and bring our people back so that we can be free in our own land, rule ourselves, and not to be ruled by one Janjaweed or by somebody the Nigerian government imposed. This is something everybody must take serious. The year is ending. Do not discourage anybody not to come back to Biafra land. Our people must return home. There is nothing anybody will say. Even if it is not fine in Olo, you go to another side. You are still in Biafra land. You can stay in Aba. Your family from Olu will come to see you in Aba. You are in Biafra land. You can decide to be in Enugu. If you are from Imo State, you can be in Nworu. People in Olu will come and see you. There are places to stay. You can go to you can go to Calabar. You are in Biafra land. Come back. We cannot listen to people telling us every one of you should also make sure it is time we open our eyes to understand what is happening. We don't always, when you see things happening, you say, well, the leadership should come and talk. Leadership, you think we are not seeing that maybe we have a different perspective. Maybe we have some information that we have that have stopped us not to talk. The moment they hold this criminal, people want us to come and talk. Talk. What do you want us to talk? Something we have been talking for 3 years? Don't you know when we come to talk, we must leave everything open. Let the people understand what is happening. Because when we come and talk, we distract people from knowing the actual information. This 1 month, we kept silent before I'm coming on air. Have many of you not understand things that are happening? Don't you know that many of you have understood? But Hadibim will come out, start to trade blame. No, we allow everybody to understand what is happening before we come and talk. So that when we are talking, you understand what is happening. You will understand how they have planned to destroy the DOS. Even look at the customer service, BBC customer service. DJ Reza is coming out to talk. Somebody who was part of this criminal group. Somebody, DJ Reza, the BBC customer service. He has been in the background with these people. Have one of you forgotten the Udele? Come from Turkey. He was also with him. Because all of them, anybody can attack IPOB. They go there. They are instructed to go and give people support. The Greek code was there in the background. The BBC customer service was there in the background. If not now that some of them are exposing him that he used to come into their fundraising. My brother, they were not doing. In IPOB, we are doing fundraising. Somebody tell me, have people come in and say they are giving $150,000, $200,000, $50,000? But the criminal was set up. People will come and say they are donating $50,000, $100,000 in their fundraising. And our people are saying, there are people donating. You think our people, you are easily cheated. These are their groups. They do kidnapping, they raise money, they come there, they tell you, I give $100,000 money. Even that one they call Yahoo, Gentle the Yahoo that was talking. When they arrested the wife, over almost $200,000 was found with his wife. With his wife. All of them, all the criminals, they are rounding them up. What will they say? They are singing all the crimes they committed. All the crimes they committed. In the name of what? That they are doing for Biafra. Imagine the other stupid guy they found. Look at what he used Biafra flag and put in his rubbish voodoo center. Biafra flag. And also I'm using this opportunity. You see, we want to develop Biafra land, though, not with all this and there's a one. Yeah. I'm just saying it so that everybody. It's not now that they are cleaning this road. We see you coming to kill chicken and throw on the road. You will not. You won't take it easy with you. Because countries we have seen that have succeeded is not by killing a bullet, killing a cocoa and throw on the highway, pouring dirty blood of animals everywhere. We are not going to tolerate that. Go and learn something to do. No way. Lot as you say, there's a wine. Okay, only can Lagos make the road on about. When you lot as you see, people start just doing nuisance in Biafra land, as if people that have no leaders. Nobody is there to regulate anything. But be sure that IPOB is there. There are people doing those things you are doing. Go to Asia. It is a clean place. They don't use it to cause nuisance in the street. Coming on social media, making nuisance of yourself, talking rubbish. All of you were here when we were shouting also. Do you see them now? They were planning how to attack churches. That was the level they were going. They are now exposing themselves that they were planning to attack churches to put the name of IPOB in a bad situation. But Chukwokikadiam did not allow them to do that. These criminals, that was how the evil they were planning against our people. Biafrans must understand there must be order in Biafra land. We are expecting our people to return for this Christmas, and we do not want to hear a kidnap problem. And let me say this thing is happening in Anambra. You've seen there are people in Anambra. I think this kidnapping is so much in Anambra. In my next broadcast, I'm going to mention the names of these boys that are criminals terrorizing Anambra. From Pepe to all of them. I am going to. Because these criminals continue to carry out certain things that supposed not to happen. They brought in unnecessary things in our land. If you go to some places in Umuaka, the problem is that all these PGs, they must be screened in the community. All of you screen all your PG. Most of these PG you are seeing, they are working with these criminals. I am telling you people the fact. If you go to some, especially in Olo, most of the PGs are working with these criminals. Because when they found out that they are catching innocent people, they use the PGs. The PGs became a source of buying food, shipping for them, because most of the boys have run away from the community. But the PGs in the community, the kindred chairmen of communities, they are now the ones these criminals are using, because they are all in together. These PGs are a very big problem in our society. Not everywhere, but you see in Olu where you see this insecurity. Most of the boys have run away, and you ask yourself, how are these criminals surviving? The PGs in many of those communities, from Umuaka to Osu to all things, communities must check who is their PG. Because those people are the ones supplying food to these criminals. Because they use that name, I am the PG, I am the PG. Every information, anything you people discuss, he will pass information for them. Because he's getting money. When they kidnap, he's the one giving them who have returned and who have not returned. When they get money, they pay him. And some of you think, why your PG is doing you? You are somewhere shouting IPOB, and the IPOB, up and the IPOB. This is not what is happening. If we want to solve this problem, most of these boys are from our community who are leading these criminals. And all of you, you know them. When they run short of men, they will call their contact in Ebonyi State. They will push some people for them. But I'm sure, with now, there will be a court line. They may be looking for a new person they will use. But Biafrans, we know IPOB is here. Criminality will go, and you will find that IPOB have nothing to do with criminality. Criminality is not something we are going to condone in this struggle. For those asking me, I don't mean BG, I mean PG, President General of Communities. Somebody's asking me, who is BG? President Generals of the communities. If they have now joined with these criminals, you cannot bury your mother. Somebody, like I'm getting a report about a woman of 139 years. In Olo, they are insisting the guy will not bury the mother. A woman of 139 years until he pay millions. Because the guy have little money. They told him he will not bury the mother. These are criminals. And if you go to that community, the PG, the President General of those communities, are aware of this rubbish. And the one thing is this, and we make our time, those people we will call them. This woman must be buried. In this particular community, this woman must be buried. Nobody can stop a woman of 139 years not to be buried in his compound, in her compound. Because you want the son to pay you, feel the son have gotten money, you want the son to pay you before he allows his mother to be buried. What nonsense is that? Who brought this kind of, which kind of life is this? And we are not going to tolerate it. Since traditional rulers have failed to carry out their duties to make sure there is peace in the communities, they join the politicians being controlled, especially in Imo State. Hope most of them are bought ordinary motorcycle, handed you people over. You are moving around, killing your own people, intimidating. Hope most of them have a couple of years to end his government. He will run to Abuja and be like Wike. After that, what happened? After that, what happened? Criminality up and down. Criminality up and down. And at the end of the day, when they finish committing it, they say it's IPOB. Just imagine a local government chairman in Anambra who vented him. Obaru local government chairman, Soludo, who vetted the man. Think it's Abga. Somebody you people know, because they come and say, they use money, they draw for you, you people give them local government chairman, knowing quite well what these people are into. Today, a local government chairman is being caught in faraway America over marriage scam. It's an internet fraud of millions of dollars. Today, he's in prison. Is that not shameful? These are people who are coming to be leaders in our society. If you are into game, remain in your game circle. We don't have problem with that. If you are doing your Yahoo, remain in your Yahoo circle. But do not come into government to lead people, because the world will catch you one day and it will be a disgrace to your own people. That is how many of them come into power. They start to look for people to protect the power by any means, because they know who they are. Somebody who is doing love scam, millions of dollars from people, and you brought him as a local government chairman. Church Abasalam. These are the things we are suffering in our land. And all these things, they will tell you IPOB. Some we said, IPOB make we are not doing something. I saw lie. You have not been doing anything before. You're just looking for an excuse. And let me make it very clear. When we are saying people should return home to, it's people who will invest. Not all those people sleeping under the bridge in Lagos, because they are coming to cause nuisance and continuous. We mean reasonable people. Return home, because there are people that are not reasonable. Tomorrow they will tell you, because you people ask us to return. You are not part of the people we say return. We want people who are going to be, who are going to help to develop our city. Then let us develop. Later you come back. You can't be under the bridge in Lagos. After you said IPOB tell us to return. I'm not returning. People are returning. If you have anything to do now, do it in Biafra land. Land has skyrocketed. The prices of land is going very, very high. If things continue in this way, in the next 5 years, many people cannot be able to afford land any longer. Development is coming to Biafra land. Nobody can stop it. As long as IPOB have pronounced this, have championed this, Nigeria government, if they like, they can do anything. You see this project, development of Biafra land, agriculture, peace, to return to Biafra land, it is going to happen. It is a battle that all of us must join hands to make sure that Biafra land will be peaceful. Because our people are going to return. We are returning home. Don't think that you want to get Biafra, you must burn down Biafra land. That is not how it is being fought, my brothers. Who gave you that ideology? That for you to get Biafra, you must kill your people, burn down your cities, kill your own siblings. Who gave you this ideology? For us to restore Biafra, we must seriously push for people to return home. The more people are returning home, the more our voices are becoming very strong. The more we are returning home, the more these police people you are seeing are out of the way. The more we are returning home, the more our economy, that region will grow. It is time, the year is gone. It's time for agriculture is coming up again. Everybody start preparing. As you are coming back for this Christmas, I am not a fan of giving people rice, get them seedlings, get them crops that they are going to plant in the next farming season. It is very, very important. We want to be food sufficient. It pains me. It pains me when I see what our people are eating. It pains me when I see the difficulty. Many of you do not know the fishes. You don't know where these food are coming from. The question is that, can't we do it in our place? Many of you did not know. All the way far away in Mauritania, that is where people buy fishes, dry fishes. They will move them from Mauritania to Mali, Mali to Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso to Niger. From Niger, they will come in the northern part of Nigeria. And since fish, dry fish. If people don't know, then dry fish will be sent to the southeast. Oh no, Northerners are not eating those dry fishes. You are the people consuming it. These fishes are coming all the look at Mauritania. They will go by road to Mali to Burkina Faso. When some come to Burkina Faso, they will come down to Benin Republic and enter into Lagos. Some of you go to Lagos to buy. Others proceed down to Niger. They enter from the northern part of Nigeria. Do you even know the source of your food? These are the things the governors must look into. They must look into this. Somebody say, we do not have the finance to do such things again, but the governors have the finance and they can do it. People all the way from Zimbabwe, from all the way from Senegal, you see, we are eating rubbish. Skin, other people throw away, pack dirty. They will carry it, land in your corner, bomb, soak them with chemicals. Can we open our eyes and know what is happening to us, Igbo people, Biafrans? Everybody, if you are doing something genuine, you saw someone who is doing something you don't even know, you abandon your genuine business and follow him. Some of you abandon your job, the skilled work you are doing to go make content creator, to become a content creator, your newfound love. You leave skilled job, you leave farming. A young man, you say you are doing content creator. Mazi Chinedu, I will stop here in case people have questions. From there, I can be able to explain more.
Before, because I opened just line for just exclusively for any person that has questions, not contribution, please. If sometimes our people don't stick to regulations. Only just few people that has questions exclusively. Forget, just do not go into suggestions or anything. Just question. Before that, Mazi, there is something I want to also ask. What you said in your statement, this extreme hatred of IPOB by some politicians, mostly Devo Mahi. We have been seeing the real extreme is his own is extreme. It is, out of this world. Now, my question there is concerning just about your statement about what he contacted somebody and told him, get out of IPOB, I can give you $500,000. Now, this extreme hatred, is it natural hatred for Biafra restoration, or is it born out of what he saw as a governor himself? Now, maybe by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu siblings what we are doing, even from beginning, going behind all those things, of which he mentioned also. Now he saw it as, this is just simple. These people are not serious. Is it, what is the main, is it something concerning this, or his outright hatred? Because we also knew that he was handy, the main person that pushed for the formation of a Bubagon. So what is the real source of this thing? Is it any of these two things, natural hatred, or something? When somebody, for example, when you enter into something thinking that, you are genuinely supporting a cause, and now you found out that really there are some things behind that the siblings, they are using it to enrich themselves, which maybe most of the public, they didn't know. And you yourself in your position that has that information, now you say, okay, these people also want to do me like the population, and I know all this is, so you instead you terminate everything. Is that what are you going, what is the cause? Please, I don't know whether you understand my question.
Mazi, I understood your question. So let me tell you something. I used to tell some of my comrades, I said, it is better a businessman.
Mazi, your voice was cracking just 1 second, 2 seconds before. Go on now, go on.
But I said, am I coming out clear?
Yes, you are now. You are now. Before it was cracking.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is this, Mazi. I used to talk to, when we have conversation with some of my comrades, we do say it's better a businessman support the Biafran struggle, because the businessmen, they are not into politics. They can support you genuinely. That is my own wish. The businessmen can support you genuinely without having anything they're asking you immediately for return. Maybe in future, if things are, the environment will be good for their business, or they may not even need you, but they love what you are doing. They are different from the politicians. Dave Umahi is a cruel politician. Just forget about how he's talking. Dave Umahi wanted to use IPOB to launch his presidential ambition. Remember, he tried to fall for his presidential ambition. This is my calculation, because we have some intel. His plan was that when he's supporting, or maybe the siblings of Mazi, those who were going to them, he was giving money, is that as he's going to launch his presidential ambition, that IPOB will come to support. The politicians don't give you anything without anything in return.
Of course.
There must be a return. They must give you to return. And I feel along the line, he was not getting what he wants. Then suddenly he changed. He changed 360. I do not know, and I cannot say for sure whether he changed because he didn't get what he wants, whether he changed, whether it was from the beginning onset he came to trap IPOB down. What people don't understand, when those people give you 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, this is nothing. It's not enough money they are using to pay for their girlfriend, or do you understand me? They give you, especially when they know you are looking.
Please go back a few seconds. I don't know your connection, your connectivity, because it's not from here. Mazi, please, you are not coming out, please. Mazi, my goodness me.
money. They will give
Mazi.
It's difficult to find a man's mind.
Mazi, can you hear me?
No question of this. Just for me to say, poor network.
Yes. About 10 seconds before, please. I don't know. Poor network. I know it's from your side. It's not from here. Now you can go, and I think he has come back. Go on, please. Go on. Mazi Nasa. Why? Do not forget that we are here on live on Radio Biafra House of Service. Today is the 14th day of December 2024. Tata Boboche Afo. If I'm not mistaken, Tata Boboche Afo. I think Mazi Chinasa is having some. Sorry, I declined. So we must continue. Let me see. I'm trying to bring him back. People are already calling both. Please, you have to hold on. Callers, please hold on for now. Mazi Nasa, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, I can hear you now.
Yes, please go on. You were technically off.
What I'm saying is that I cannot say for sure what is the main reason why he did what he did, or why his hatred. But I have given a lot of reasons, things he has said in private, against, even on televisions, how he talk about how to destroy IPOB. I mean, a lot I do not understand. You know, for example, you see him talking that they can never be that a Boni state. They know what they suffered in the hands of other Igbo people. I don't know. Nobody was developing Igbo land for after the war. Things was very bad. I think it is these few years that IPOB is pushing seriously is when you're seeing light in Biafra land. I mean, you can see places you find out that people are living in these towns. So it was still looking. So I do not know what his reasons are, and I cannot be able to, say what I don't know, because as you know, the reasons why his hatred against IPOB, against this struggle, and he took it upon himself. He sponsored in this operation, in this clandestine operation, Dave Umahi sponsoring heavily. These things started, we knew. Even at a point, I can tell you, even at a point, a sympathizer, a former governor, who is a sympathizer, he told us to be very careful of this. They want to destroy us. They want to destroy us. So, Maz, that's what I will say on that particular time. I cannot say, but his hatred towards other Igbos is open. His hatred towards IPOB is open. His hatred towards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. Forget about the Operation Python dance. Dave Umahi was part of it. Was part of the people that planned to massacre Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his father's compound. People do not know. Dave Umahi was part of it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon. Dave Umahi is part of it. He is part of the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go up, go down. I'm not telling you what I don't know. He is one of the main people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
And before I open the lines, Mazi, also I want you to talk about this Tinubu's hobnobbing with France. The Northerners are spitting fire because we know that people are connected ethnically than Nigeria. Nigeria is nothing. It's just something that is being formed there. All of us know everything. So the Northerners are spitting fire about Tinubu bringing France to North. You know, they are not even talking about bringing. They can bring France to have their base, military base, in any other part of Nigeria except the North. So they are giving warnings now, and in all these things, where is our own politicians? Mazi, please, can you just say something about this before I open the lines for few people to ask questions, please?
Mazi Chinedu, Mazi Chinedu, France is of no good to anybody, because we have witnessed France presence in most of the African countries. France is of no good. If you go to, let me tell you, we must all, every young who understands, every young man, every young Biafra, and every young and old, we must. France impoverished those countries. The French impoverished them. Go to those countries, every institution, there must be a Frenchman, office of a Frenchman, who will take note of everything that happens in that country. They can't do anything without, do you understand me, a Frenchman approving those things in every parastatus, every establishment in those Francophone countries, from Mali to, but these are people, they are mining their minerals in billions, and they will always tell you these very poor countries, and they are poor, but they are always there. They are poor, they can always, they will never leave them. They are poor, you don't want them to rest. They are poor, you are there. Then what are you looking? What are you dealing with the poor people? France impoverished those countries, even other Francophone countries, and for me, France is of no good to Africa, even to Nigeria. But Mazi, when it comes to the game of interest, Tinubu have the reason why he's associating himself with the French. And as long as he have openly demonstrated his friendship with the French, there is nothing you can do about it. For the fact that he wants to set up the French base in the north, they are looking for investment. They are looking for things now. Why are they running? They want the whole military district to be in the north. Why are they running? Why are the Northerners running? Why are they running? Is it not everything they want it to be located in their area? Why are they running from the French base? They will help them to battle insurgency. So why are they running? So there is something they know. Mazi, for me, I am not interested whether Tinubu. If I have, I will support Tinubu to locate those military base in the north. We need it there. We need them there. It is not our problem, because the problem of the southeast is never the problem of the northerners. The only problem they have is when they hear Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, they say kill us. For me, I will support Tinubu to locate French military to go and battle those insurgency in those areas if they can help. But I know they are not going to do that, because French themselves, they are terrorists. They are the one importing the terrorism all over. But Abreba people say what the Northerners want is what they will get. I do not care What matters so much is that Biafrans must set their eye focus on our region. That is the most important thing. We have made the press release about this before, that we do not want any military base in our region. We have made it very clear, whether US or France, we have made it very clear. We are a dot nation. We don't even have a place. So what are they coming for? So let them go and they set up those military bases there. If they're not to lie, let them fight for it. It's not our problem, Mazi. It is not. We cannot change what Tinubu wants for his own region. We don't know the business. We don't know the deal he has struck with the French. And he didn't start it now. He started it before he came to. He knew he started the relationship. And they helped him to come to power. They helped him to put everything. So he already developed a relationship. So anything you are talking now, he won't even listen to you. And it's not our duty. It's not the duty of IPOB to come and interfere. What matters is that we must speak for our own region. That shows you we have nobody in the region apart from IPOB people. IPOB are the only people who can speak. Who will speak? Is it the governors? Is it the Ohaneses? I have told you what happened. Nobody. They are there not to speak. Some of our brothers that we were expecting them to come to the region and speak for the region and raise their hands for the region, they are still going to drink kunu with Hausa people sitting around. Now, woman, Mazi, I will call Biafrans, number one, if anything the Sahel are doing to make sure that the French are expelled completely, the Sahel region must be supported. We must give the voice. We must protect those young men because they have suffered in the hands of these colonists, these new colonists. They have suffered in their hands. They have impoverished those countries. A country that their natural resources are mined, sold by France, and France will print that paper. Let me tell you something, Mazi. A friend of mine was telling me that he went to Paris with the French franc. He went to Paris thinking he can change the money there. He wants to change it. The Frenchman asking, what is this? He thought, this is French franc. He said, what is this paper? What is this? Is a paper. We cannot change it here. French franc, the money the French are printing and send it to Francophone countries cannot be changed in France. They told him we can't change it. This is paper. So somebody want us to support France for what they did? Some people will tell us they support Biafra. Biafra want to support. How are we? What people don't understand is this. Ojukwu did not get Biafra, but he did not make Ojukwu not to be immortal. His name. Every Biafra must continue to fight for Biafra. You must stand for Biafra. We must fight for Biafra. And I know one day, or this generation, one day in this generation, we will restore Biafra. The time is very close. There we must.
We're now going to just few seconds break. Let me put it like that, so that when I come back, I'll give 2, 3, 4 people opportunities to ask questions, so that any person that is calling or wants to ask question, I say exclusively question. You call, you go direct to the point, please. No preamble, no Mazi, I thank you, I thank. Please introduce yourself and go direct to the point. But before that, let us have a few minutes break. We shall be right back.
You want this country to Lagos state only to be the headquarters. Okay, if that is what this president, since he come, he renovated president house in Dodobara, he renovated vice president Dodobara in Lagos. Why the other president doesn't renovate the house? And anywhere he's traveling, he doesn't hand over to vice president. Vice president remain as a vice president over to him. He only carry his, when he's carrying his own. I saw him in France taking Marco. I saw him in Qatar. I saw him in Guinea, Equatorial Guinea. Is the son, is he president? Do we vote him? Is he a minister? Where is our foreign minister? He pushed all of them in the bench. This person is not ready for Nigeria. It's only a family game and they will not take it, Oga. We don't have, me, I only respect. I don't fear anybody. I don't fear arrest. I don't fear to death. That is one. Then secondly, nobody, president cannot bring France soldiers to northern Nigeria. I heard they will come to Kaduna or Sokoto. It's a lie. They will never come there. Me, at the time, I can go back to uniform and check those people out. They can never. They will never. Niger, send them off. Mali, all the France colonies, send them out. Why are we working with France? What is the achievement with France? The colonies were the colonizers, well, they want out and they are not with them. Then why is the president leader for France? If he carry them, we'll drop them in Lagos. But in another soil, anywhere from Kwara down, we will resist and they will not take it. And nobody, we have a combatant, trained military officer. The chief of defense is an infantry, chief of army service is this. We have a strike air force, we have navy who can fight for us. Why do we go and bring higher soldiers? Say they will fight for us in the north. We don't need them, Mr. President. Nobody will come to our soil or slow minerals. From that minerals, that's what they did in Niger. 64, they don't have the this in it. Yesterday they take control of the in Arlik, in Agada. So we will not take that in, Mr. President. Those funds you discuss with them MOU fine, the MOU will remain in Lagos. It's not for Kaduna, it's not for Kano, it's not for Zamfara. In the northern soil as well from Kwara, we will not take that MOU. You cannot go and do MOU without carrying the governor alone. Do you have a ground? All the rent in the ground belong to the governors, not to federal government. Federal government doesn't have land in government. Governors have the rule of the land. That is why they have their steps here. So you cannot control their land, say you bring people. Nobody will take them and they will don't need France soldier waga. If you have anything with Macron or you are anything, that is your friendship. You as a president to president. Then all your plan, Mr. President, we have seen it. You don't, if you are traveling, you carry the whole government will not function till you come back. Kashim have nothing to do with when you come back. He cannot call for fair meeting, he cannot call for any meeting, he only till you come back. Everything is stepped down till you come back. Mr. President, we bought you because of Kashimo from the north. He's presenting us and he's a vice president. You are the only president that doesn't hand over to vice president when you are going. You say you are working leave. Which working leave? You are not only working leave, Waga. If you are going hand over to vice president, that is why he is there. Simple. If you don't do it, fine. Whether you do it or you not do 2027, Oga, you are going. We will not vote you because we understand where you are going.
Welcome back. This is the Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 14th day of December 2024. We are here with our GOC Mazi Chinasa Nworu, and our lines are now opened. As I said before, please, we use the WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547 +61 405 142 547. If you call, I said today is exclusively if you have any question, no suggestion. It will be for another day. If you call and start saying, no, I have my suggestion, I'll cut you off. Please. We must be disciplined. If you don't have any question, don't call. Leave people that has questions to call and ask. And when you call, please go direct to your question. Just introduce yourself and where you're calling from, if you may, and go direct to your question. That is the formality, please. And I have the first caller on, is it Signal, if I'm not mistaken. Please, you can also call on WhatsApp with the same number +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Is it Signal? Let me see. Or WhatsApp. Sorry, it's caller on WhatsApp.
It's 21.
Sorry, you are the first caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Sorry. Go on, please.
Mazi Chigozimo Okeke. I'm calling from city of Italy. Mazi Chigozimo Okeke is from Iziago province of Biafra land.
Go on. Mazi Chigozimo Okeke.
Hello, Mazi?
Yes, go on, Ganiru. Go on. Mazi Nasa, I hope you are hearing.
Mazi?
Yes. Mazi Chigozie, please go on. Go on. The whole world is listening. Go on, please.
Okay. My first question is this. Is there anything DOS can do to bypass Aloye Jimako and his team of autopilot group in our leader's case? Is there anything DOS is planning to do to bypass him? That is my first question. And my second question is this. Have IPOB stopped worldwide protests? Because for some time now, apart from our 30th May, IPOB have never conducted the worldwide protests. This is a second question. The third question is this. Last year, we see ESN anniversary videos, the third anniversary celebration video. This year, are we expecting anything from ESN camp? Is ESN still intact? Thank you very much, Mazi.
There were. Mazi Nasa.
Mazi, thank you so much. Then from his first question, Mazi, we are not bypassing anybody. We are not bypassing Aloye Jimako in anything. Whatever role he has played that have led to the tarnish of IPOB leadership and the IPOB struggle, when those problems will face him, he's already on the run, because the criminal that they are holding in that place have mentioned his name. He has already been implicated. He will go away from that case because he came there to damage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He came there to destroy the Biafra struggle. So when everything have time. When the time comes, when we were telling people, many IPOB members were telling people, be careful. Today they have seen what is happening. The same thing with our lawyer Jimako, because his name has been mentioned. And let me make it very clear. Even if we are asked today, our lawyer Jimako is not an IPOB lawyer. Everybody must know that one. Our lawyer Jimako is just a lawyer. He says he's a special counsel for Mazi. He gave himself that title. He's a special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a lawyer for the family of Mazi. Our lawyer Jimako have never defended one IPOB member. If you are asking me those who are IPOB lawyers, I will tell you Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. These are people I can tell you they have gone to court, released IPOB members, not one, not twice. These are people who are dedicated. Aloy have never gone for any IPOB member case. And he cannot remove anybody because we know him. So we are not looking anywhere. The way he comes, that is number one. Mazi, number two, we are talking about wide world protest. Mazi, we do other things. This time around, it doesn't mean a wide world protest. The time we have protested have come and gone. We are into another strategy. We can protest. We have been protesting for 10 years. So I want everybody to have the mindset that we will be protesting, but we have diffused certain strategies that we know are not giving us what we want. Instead, we have shifted our strategy, and I want everybody to believe that these strategies the leadership have shifted. It might not need you continually to make protests, but it needs you to continually attend IPOB meetings to make sure you are being briefed. If you are an IPOB member, most of the instructions, guidelines, things we are doing will only be delivered in IPOB meetings. Coordinators will be briefed, and that is where certain information will be passed. If you are not in IPOB, many things we are no more going to say on Radio Biafra. That's why you have to know. Mazi, finally, the question you asked, ESN, Eastern Security Network, on 12th of December, mark their 4 years anniversary since it was established. ESN have marked their 4 years anniversary, and I want our people to know it is not, we have marked it, men have marched, it is not in your power, it is when we like we release the video, but be assured that it has been celebrated. And when the time comes, when we want, nobody will determine for us, we will release the video. Sometimes we want people to talk, because there are people that say, oh, ESN is no more there. People are launching campaign, but I don't want to say anything. The 12th December was the date that ESN have done what they're supposed to do. And when the time approved by the leadership to put the video outside, you will see the video. Thank you, Mazi.
Mazi, you go. Can you hear me? Please go on. Mazi, you go. Mazi, you go. Can you hear me? Please go on. Go on. Mazi, I cannot pick you up. Just now, let me go to caller on signal. Mazi Akas, please go on. Mazi, you go, please. Just hold on. You can call back. You can call back. Mazi Akas, can you hear me? Mazi Akas. Yes, please go on. Go on.
Just as you said, we should go straight to our question. Mazi, Chinasa, Nworu, we have heard everything that you've briefed Biafran this evening. It's a wonderful enlightenment. But I just want to ask you concerning the press release from IPOB by Emma Powerful, which he instructed Biafrans that we should go back home in this festival period. And he also said something about it, that our people should and try to meet our people at home to have a good time in this festival period. But we know that Nigerian government and their recruited agents use every opportunity that they heard from IPOB to commit crime, and at the end of the day, according to the press release, he said that the IPOB ESN is going to checkmate the crimes that is going to happen this time around, to make sure that our people will have a very wonderful Christmas time. And Nigerian government, why I wanted to elaborate on this thing more is because whenever they commit crime, they always try to push it on IPOB. So, my brother, I wanted to elaborate more concerning that issue, that the ESN is going to checkmate the crimes for that the criminals are going to commit, or trying to kidnap or do any other thing that is going to harm our people in this festival period. Please, I want you to elaborate it more so that the world will understand exactly this checkmate of IPOB, how we are going to checkmate the evil they are going to commit, whether through Nigerian government Insecurity or any other of their agents they want to use to torment our people in this Christmas period. Ndewo Mazi.
Ndewo. Mazi Nasa.
Yeah, Mazi, I don't think our brother is coming telling me to elaborate to Nigerian government how we are going to checkmate it. It doesn't make sense. I have never seen where people, a security outfit, you understanding me? I believe in prevention of crime than allowing it to happen before. I'm not going to come here. The intelligence unit, the volunteers, and the IPOB branch, they know their job. Certain things, some crimes are prevented before even they happen. That is what you have to know. Most of the crimes you see happening in Biafra land, sometimes they're thinking they are in the bushes. They are not in the bushes. They are in the hotels. They come with their car, they move from the hotels, they launch attack, they go back. You may be thinking they are not in the bushes. All these people kidnapping people, they are not in the bushes. There are certain times when they commit certain crimes, they run to certain hotels. And the hotels most of these people run to, you will see military men are also security in that place. That is how bad certain things are in Nigeria. And that is how complicated people committing crimes. Forget about this thing they are shouting, people small. There are people, their businesses. These are top people you cannot believe. They kidnap their own business associates. People they do business with. You know, sometimes when our people come here, they start talking about certain things like as if they don't know what is happening. They know what our people does. They do business in China. They bring the fight down home. They are waiting for you. You took people's money from somewhere. People don't know what you have done. You return back to Biafra and people kidnap you, take away your money, take away your cars, and they kill you. And they turn it to IPOB. But these are criminals. These are people who did some businesses in diaspora. Mazi, we are not going to be here to tell you the Eastern Security Network, the volunteers, the IPOB Intelligence Unit, branch, everybody is working. Even IPOB members will work to prevent certain things. We must. It is our duty. We are asking our people, those who are, have some of the businesses they do in abroad, they involve also in killing themselves. Sometimes you see somebody they adopted. They adopt him, they clean his account, they will take his car, they will take everything. And when you ask, they said it's IPOB, because every crime they put it on IPOB. So these are the things, the challenges that people we are having in our place. And there are places it is so much. Because when you are talking about these places, these crimes are happening, it's some areas, not everywhere. Sometimes they want to spread it. You see, like Hope was them, their dream is to spread this thing to be everywhere in Biafra land. But you people don't know how we are curtailing them. You people do not know how we are, and we are not going to start saying it on the air, how we are curtailing them. You think if it is ESN is not there, crime would have spread from Imo State. It would have taken over Abia State. You people don't know. It would have taken other places. But it is the work people are monitoring. But I realize our people like making noise. It's not going to help us. We believe that we can bring peace. We don't want people to be afraid. And with time, all those things, they will all, at least the people should recognize and applaud IPOB. But I'm not saying it because Nigeria is anytime we say something, how many times have you seen people now burning people alive in the marketplaces since IPOB came and gave the order? How many times? And we ask our people to maintain that civil behavior. It's not when somebody steals, you put fire on him and set him on fire. Because we have tried to educate. Security also need awareness. You have to educate the people. Educate the people. The dangers of what they are doing. Somebody will steal a bottle of Coke, you put fire on him and burn him alive. For what? At least we are no more seeing those things in our society, and we must encourage them. We make sure, we even intelligence, all of them are there. Don't do that. If somebody do anything, hand him over to police. It's okay. If you want to change, he change, but don't set him on fire. All those people you kill in such manner is curses upon the land. These are curses upon the land. And we must take note of those things. And we encourage our people to maintain that way of life. Do not burn people alive because they steal. Hand them over to any security, vigilante, to anything. Do not burn people. Even animals don't do these things. There, woman.
Matthew, I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can hear you, man.
There, sorry before I couldn't connect it. Go on, Mazi, go on.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Nworu. This Mazi will call you from my location at the moment. My question to the DOS, Mazi Nworu, is there anyhow the DOS can petition ICC, International Criminal Court, about who opposed Odema regarding extrajudicial killing and the genocide committed in Imo State? Thank you.
There, Mazi. Mazi Nasa.
Mazi, we are not petitioning ICC. We have compiled the crimes committed in Biafra land. It is not only Hope that committed this crime. The military are part of those people who committed this crime. And I can tell you, so far, we have come to the total number of 46,800 people have been killed in the southeast from 2015 to this December 2024. A total of 46,800 people. The report will be out there and it is well dated. When we produce this report, when this report will be in the public, the world will see what the Nigerian military and some governors have done in Igbo land. And at that time, it is when we don't just petition. Petition is not about writing a letter. You can write a letter and you just go, there is nothing. No, we have compiled their atrocities. We have compiled their atrocities, detailed. Hand it over to agencies. Those agencies run their own independent investigation. And when time comes, everybody will see it. When the time comes, it is a report that will sink the Nigerian military and will sink those who have kept them on the roads in Biafra land. There were Mazi.
There were. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me?
Mazi, I bless you so much.
There were.
Mazi, I said in the past we are like people that doesn't have parents. But today we have guidance, and what we are doing here goes a very long way, in putting us in line and doing the needful. Mazi, my question goes like this, is that if you watch most of these places that the Nigerian government have been chasing out their own agents that they brought in indenting the image of IPOB, you will see that there are these AVGs that have been going back in those places, and you cannot differentiate the AVGs with these whole criminals. I can even
that say is you are talking about Anambra Vigilante Group.
Yes, and there is no difference within these AVGs with these boys, because they operate alike. Their activities is the same thing. I can even say AVG is like a safe haven where they do go and hide. So I think what are we doing based on those aspects? Let it not be that from fire to from pan. And secondly, I want to say that I hope we have not forget the atrocities of River State. Obibo massacre. Wike. Thank you so much.
There war. Mazi Chinasa.
Mazi, I think this our brother, he said we have not forgotten about Obibo massacre. I just talk about a report. We don't understand me that is on the process. It includes everything. Obibo massacre, all everything. It have everything, anything you can think of. Now, he's talking about AVG. He's making a valid point there. When you see these boys that are wearing special forces, these are those militia of the Greek toad that they have brought into our own territory, and they behave the same thing with the FVGs. You know, most of the people in the FVG, some of them are criminals. You know, in Nigeria, only in Nigeria I have come across where criminals who are in prison are brought out and recruited them as security officers. I have never seen where such thing happen. I know that when you want to join police, join any security outfit, you have to run a background check about that particular person. But in Nigeria, criminals are running from prison, they join AVG. They are officially handed over gun. They don't look for gun. Most of the AVG in Anambra, that gun that they are being given to protect the people, in the evening, you see them, they will go and kidnap people. The same gun. They will come and keep them. Some of them, they're keeping them in the hotel. AVG Anambra. Some of they will take the people, they have their connections, people who have hotel, they will keep them in the hotel, they start negotiating. They hold them. Sometimes they will detain them in the local government headquarters, like normal persons say nobody should do this thing, then they move to hotels. They go and stay in the hotel, start calling the family, negotiating. Why are they doing that? So that you don't catch them with the kidnapped victim. This is Soludo must take note of this thing. That is AVG members, they go out, they kidnap people. It's very common in Anambra. When they kidnap people, they send them to the local government headquarters where they are keeping. Just put them in the cell, give instruction, nobody should allow this person to talk. Maybe they close his eye, they can formulate all kinds of things against him, they lock him up. And they say nobody should allow. They move now to a hotel where they will be sitting, communicating, because they don't want other AVG members among them to hear what they are doing. But some of their members will think this person is brought, that he has committed one crime. But those who brought him will leave him in that place, because so that you can look for him and they will abandon them there, go to the hotels now, stay there and start communicating with the family. Anytime they pay, they go inside the local government, they go out. This is the level of criminality happening in Anambra. This is what they do. This is what they do. The kidnapping this Christmas period you are seeing in Anambra, 80% of it is done by the Anambra AVG. 80%. The same gun given to them is what they are using to kidnap people, because they are almost all criminals. Not all of them, but there is no sector of that. Many of them, there are these criminals among them. There are this group of people among them. They kidnap, they keep it there. It's just like police kidnap, bring in their police station, and they're calling, negotiating. They tell you nobody is here. When they are paid, they go and release them. So even if you are looking for the person, you can't come to them and say they are the one who kidnapped. That is what is happening, Mazi. And we are taking our note of all those things. There we go.
Mazi. For some people that are demanding the studio line, please call on Signal or WhatsApp +61 405 142 547. I repeat it, +61 405 142 547. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp, please go.
Please call on Signal or WhatsApp. +61 405.
Caller on WhatsApp, please. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Turn down your listening device. Caller on WhatsApp. Once more, can you hear me? Please go on. Remove your listening device.
Professor Jonathan, thank you for taking my call. Can you hear me?
Mazi, go on, just go on, go on, just go on, please. Mazi, please go on.
Thank you for taking my call. You're speaking to a brother who's here with the scavenger. I'm calling from Africa du Sud in South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, who set up this radio Biafra, a citadel of knowledge and spirituality to educate us. And that is what you, Chinasa, Nworu, and you, Jonathan, is doing this afternoon or this evening, depending on your time zone. You are blessed, the two of you, maintain your blessing. Professor Jonathan, what I wanted to talk to our commander, I know you say we don't want to greet him or do anything.
Of course.
Let me put
just go straight to the point.
As we are a disciplining society, we are disciplining organizations. I wanted to ask our commander here. What I want to ask is about our brothers who we are trying to save, but they are still putting fire on our head. What I want to ask is, what do we do with these our brothers? So most of them are in abroad. Most of them are at home. But after building a house, they have the security of the house. Of a house that they spend about 10, 20 million, 50 million for the roofing, and then handed it over to Fulani to build the security there. Security, they are the security. While we are trying about to protect ourselves, they are putting them the security. Can you let them to know, tell them, ask them, why are these Fulani are the best security that they wanted to employ to guide that their house? They don't know the damage and the extent of damage, and they're even exposing ourselves to the Fulanis. My number 2 is about the abuse of alcohol in Biafra land. Mazi, in Biafra land, when you go to any grocery shop or any, they call it grocery here, but in our home they say provision store, you will see they use different types of, before you see Milo in a smoke wrap. But now, all you see in small wrap now are different types of alcohol that you don't know. And in this alcohol, when you see the extent, the content of what they use to do this alcohol, you find out it's a medicine even they use to wash dead bodies. And our people are hooked to all this, to just stand it. Even if you buy them a bottle of Hero or a bottle of something like that, they said no, they don't. They just want those sachet of 100 naira, sorry, and they are killing our people. What do you talk to these people? What do you do? Because I know no government will talk, the politicians will not talk. Only the IPOB are the one who will save us from this mess. Because they are killing our youth with this their sachet medicine. They use this medicine to make cotton. It's like they use cotton. Before you even come to the shop, you see it, cotton, all the small.
Mazi, I think your point, you've made your point. Thank you. Thank you. Mazi, Nasa, you want to say something?
Mazi, to be frank, I think the voice was not very clear, but
yes.
I heard about where he was talking about
yes.
our people who, after this thing, they go bring. Mazi, let me tell you.
No, it's talking about mostly the alcoholic drinks or alcohol that they made so cheap of selling sachets. Maybe 100 naira, or you know, in many countries they ban, they don't allow these alcoholic drinks to be made so cheap for children to be. Yes.
Yeah, there is something our people have to know. We must tell ourselves the truth. IPOB cannot come out. If we come here to take responsibility of everything, we are going to do this, we are going to do that, that is a lie. Remember, there are people who are still the governor of the state. We are not yet in full control, but we are partially in control of certain things happening in Biafra land. We control, we can give order, and our people can listen to us. But in certain things, that is where some of these governors who are still on seat have to come in. These are things that entails to danger, health, you understand me, danger. And we expect them. We raise concerns about these things. It is their duty to checkmate some of these things, because we cannot be carried away with everything. We will lose focus. We must know it is step by step. We are going to take these things until we get everything right. The governors also, this is IPO. Don't isolate them. Don't say, no, he's the governor. Their Twitter is there. You can also, when we expose certain things, when we raise concerns, go descend on their Twitter. We bring certain things to their notice. If they want to listen, they listen. If they don't want to listen, I believe in this leadership that we will give everybody a helping hand. But if you refuse, when we give you a helping hand to solve a problem, or we give you a helping hand to rescue you when you are drowning, my brother, we will leave you to drown. Even if we have opportunity, we will step on your head so that you drown deep. That is one thing people have to know. The governors have responsibility, market leaders have responsibility, and we must make sure we raise these concerns. Do not expect IPOB will jump in the market and do certain things. No. We are much interested in disorganizing Nigeria and allowing Biafrans to go. Those might be some internal problems we are having. It's not Nigeria government is asking you to produce fake this thing. They do not care. If you like, you kill yourself. It is a responsibility of our people to checkmate and inform our people. I told you people here earlier on, I said our people are the type of people that they are doing something genuine. Maybe they are buying good drinks, original drinks. Suddenly somebody is making fake. They told him the fake is giving money. They will abandon the things they have spent almost 10 years in doing. They will abandon it and go and start producing the fake one. That is the mentality of some of our people. And that is what is setting us backward. So it is a fight, every one of us. We came up with this burial, bury people. There is improvement. It's not going to happen overnight. These days, people are burying their people as fast as they can. I know it is not easy, but they are not. People have become a little conscious, and that is why the battle must continue. Most of these ills and evils we found in our society is carried out by our people, not by the federal government. Yes, the federal government have the evils they are committing in our land. Our people have also the one they are doing. So for our people, we try our best to educate them, create awareness. If there are people we may be able to hold responsible, remember, even if there are people who are doing evil, we lay our hands on. Don't expect us to come here to talk. We catch this person, we do. If we know you are evil, you are involved in human organ harvesting, all these things, when we catch you, we will not mercy for you. You are evil. We don't need to even report you to police. We don't need to report you to anybody. But when we will assume a full responsibility, security of Biafra land, most of those people, even they will be tried in public. They will Mazi.
There will Mazi. Let me call on what's up. Call on what's up. Can you hear me? Yes. Go on, Mazi. Go on, please.
Really? Okay. Yeah, thank you for taking my call. Good to hear from you, Mazi Chinasa. So, eventually, there was a time I ain't a bit about my Mazi Namde Kano Mapa. Trying to tarnish the image of IPOB. And we didn't want Kafia, the lawyer, Ejimako, to be associated with us. In the same vein, Kamna Jokita, Mazi Nandekano Mapwa, what this lawyer, because we've always suspected that Onyabu a Nigerian agent. So I want to ask Omakwa, how tied to Nigerian government are Lord Ejimako? Because from any fool watching from can tell that Dunyano Ador was straightforward. Mobukwano Omaro, Amama gave the wife to visit. The boy he doesn't know anything going on outside, and when he keep with the wife to visit, or that report. That's number one. Secondly, I've run into many francophone people in US, and almost every African likes to hear these AES people. But I'm the IPOB media, and I'm out of French. But I'm IPOB media warriors who speak French, who can assume their program in French and begin to share Hindi, AES, and try to relate to them, because we need a strong ally on African soil. Try to relate to them how their problem with Europeans, in our own case, Britain, how it ties to the horror we are facing in Biafra land. Are we able to raise French-speaking IPOB warriors who can be following? Because other Francophone people, they are following this terrorist name in the Sahel and also in Nigeria. It's just that anyway, some language gap. Thank you so much for taking my
call. Mazi, answer, please.
Yeah, Mazi, our brother that just talked about over the Sahel, I will promise you that problem has been taken care of, and sooner or later you will see those things, and you may be able to lay your hands on them to share to your friends. That particular issue has been taken care of. We're just waiting for the time it will go live on the social media.
Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I don't know. I think maybe you'll be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Please start by telling us your name and where you're calling from, if you may, and go straight to your question. Please go on.
From US, from Abba, province. I have one question to ask Chinasa, Mazi Chinasa. Please, is it how the leadership can try and help anytime they are doing a trial, so that they can do it public, where people can be able to follow up? And another question, another thing again I want to say again is, is this how they can a little bit emphasize on this, what is going on between the Fulani and the Chinasa, the Yoruba or Jagaban, so that our people will benefit on it on this 2027 that is coming up, because what you played before opening the line. And another thing again I want to say is that yes, what Mazi Chinasa say is true about the what the David Omai is doing.
Mazi, so, please, I think
Abba can send you the video now if you want to, so that you will see it.
Mazi, I think you have asked your questions. Please let us leave it there. Please go on. Thank you. Mazi Nasa.
Yeah, Mazi, I want to tell our brother we do not have the power to tell the Finnish government how they will conduct a trial of somebody they say is on terrorism. If you have seen the publication that is coming from there, they told you he is being detained in one of the highest detention facility in Finland, where communications, even the officers that are working in that place, are highly monitored to avoid communication, no written things. I don't see, that's why I say, don't expect, there are things you people expect from IPOB. We don't have such power. We must, let us be very realistic in what we are doing. We do not have power to tell them to try him in public. We don't have such powers. Whatever we heard that is coming out from the Finnish government, that's what we will. There is no special interest. We have no special interest. The only thing we have there is anytime IPOB name is mentioned, that this criminal is part of IPOB, that is where we will jump out if we need to send a letter to disassociate. We have, and I want the publications. From now, everybody search all the publications from the time Mazi Nnamdi was detained, put it out in the social media, put it out on the social media. Let people hear and read how many times we disassociated ourselves from this person, how many times we told the world that this person is not our member. It is there. We didn't just start talking it yesterday. We started saying it from beginning. So my brother, we don't have any power. We don't have intention to interfere in what is doing. The only time you will see us react is when IPOB name is mentioned, when they want to drag IPOB into the mess. That is only when we will. That is it. Isikote. Yeah, bye. There
Mazi. Let me take the last caller. The last caller. Who is the lucky last caller? People have been calling. Let me see. I think Mazi, caller on WhatsApp, please go on. You'll be the last caller. Can you hear me? There, please.
Thank you so much. I will be brief. All I'm trying to say is this, Mazi Nnamdi, good evening. I want to ask a question. This question has to go this way. If the whole world will look the other way around without giving attention in 1966 to 1970 during the killing of the infant and adult, women and men against Biafrans during the Nigerian war, I think it's also pertinent that I ask this question. It sounds to be a speculation, but I know surely even me, number one, have that intention, if I will be permitted to say it. Now it goes this way. If this southeast, or should I say the eastern region politicians have decided to look beyond the miseries of Biafrans and subjugated us into this mess. If Biafra finally come tomorrow, which I am hearing that speculation, that most of these countries, both America, Britain, Russia, whoever, will want to grant them protection and give them accommodation in their place to stay there. Does it mean that we will not cry out? Because I know the limitation our forefathers had then during the Biafra war was because there was no media to disseminate.
Mazi, are you still there?
Cries and our pain for people to come out and help out. That Biafra comes tomorrow. Does it mean that the whole world have power to protect? I've seen it with evidence that they have killed a lot of souls. Like they also forgive these people because by then I know we'll have our sovereignty. Does it mean that they will still stop us from executing these idiots all around? Please, if it's the question is not good for you to answer, no problem. But all I'm saying is that let us understand that I want us to something on this matter? Because this one, I don't know if my question is clear. Thank you so much.
There, Mazi. I think you are the last caller. Mazi Chinasa, please, you go on and now you continue towards your closing remarks, because this will be the last caller, or this is the last caller. Please, Mazi, please go on.
Okay, Mazi. Our brother that have just asked a question, for me, I will tell you, when the time comes, let us get Biafra first. People will make the law. People will know how to treat those. But one thing I have to say, I think it's time our people have to focus on ourselves. Not what will the world say. What will they say? They have killed you 3-point-something million. What happened? You think they care? They don't care. Until we start to, found out that we are the main people who will protect ourselves, defend ourselves. What have kept this struggle also for very long, I believe so, is that our people have a wrong expectation. I know there are people in this struggle till today, maybe unless they have changed, they believe as we are fighting for this struggle that we do not supposed to even talk. We're supposed to, when we go to America, we told them, America, come and fight for us, so come and fight. America send soldiers, they come and fight for you, get you freedom. Some believe that, call Israel, they will come to fight for you. And these are matured men. These are grown-up men. These are people who are seeing how the war is being fought in Iraq, in Vietnam, in Syria, in Libya, how the war is being fought. None of them have ever traveled even to those places and volunteered to go and do ordinary humanitarian service. But they are somewhere waiting for the Israelites to come to fight for them and give them Biafra. That is why I'm saying, let us take this thing. It's our project. We must stand up. For now, we do not have time to think what we are going to do to people who did not help us to get Biafra. No, it is not. We are not going to spend that energy. The energy must concentrate. What do we do to get Biafra? When that one comes, when Biafra is restored, it is through our foreign policies we determine how we are going to treat those who supported us and those who did not support us. It's as simple as that. You might sometimes take things very personal, but when people will come on a round table, they can tell you things that will convince you there is a need. Even though that you have separated from the North, you still need to do business with them. It is normal. Even though sometimes some people will say, if we divide from the North, then we not. It's all lies, it's all bullshit. You don't know how the world works and you know nothing. If we separate with the North today, the Northerners will still come to the Biafra land to do business. We will still go to the North to do, unless the two nations decided that they don't want to cooperate for now.
Mazi, sorry, just 1 second. Just like what you said, look at South Sudan. They fought for 39 years with Sudan. Well, yes. You know that today South Sudanese have businesses in Sudan, in Khartoum, and Sudanese are in South Sudan doing their businesses. So that is how things work.
Yeah. So our people, the earlier we prepare our mind and know how things work. For example, you might divide Nigeria today. The Northerners want to buy crude oil from you. They want to come and buy shoe in Aba. They want to buy spare parts from Nworu. You cannot tell them don't buy. There must be that business relationship. But now they are coming as a foreigner, they buy and they go. They also have right to live in your place. You grant them resident permit. If Biafra decided to have a free visa with them, you cannot stop all those things. I want everybody to know. So there is no need to disturb ourselves. If we have a breakdown in diplomatic issues, everybody go back, sort it out, and they come back to the table, and it continues. This is the way the life works. If you like it, yes. You don't like it, you better accept it now. So, my brother, I will tell you, let us leave what we will do to those who did not. I think I have answered your question. And finally, coming to the conclusion of this broadcast, Biafrans and all the lovers of freedom, I thank every one of you for listening. I will be coming back on air before the year runs out and before the HOD came for his New Year. I may come for the end of the year and the HOD may come for the New Year broadcast. That one is sure. Not he may, he will. To envelope or to disclose our next move on projects and the things IPOB have been able to achieve this year and what we are looking forward to accomplish in the coming year. But one thing I want to assure every Biafran, if we have fought this battle and won these enemies, you have to applaud yourself. Beat your chest on the chest and said, IPOB have done double. It is an evidence that nobody can destroy IPOB. I used to tell them, even if you are inside IPOB, there is something you don't know. Unless the people who will activate that thing refuse to activate it. If anybody backslides in IPOB leadership, unless those he's working with refuse to activate certain things, that is the only way IPOB will have problem. But as long as there are people who will activate it, who will say we have to wake this one up, wake this one up, wake this one up, I'm telling you, as long as the people exist, you cannot destroy IPOB. And I want to make this thing very clear, because our people are fond of this. Do not listen to people who want you to appoint somebody to be a leader who will come. We do not have this plan. It is not in our plan. Why? We have reasons, but I'm not going to say it on air. So put that one in your mind. What we have is the Directorate of State, headed by Mazi Chinedu, deputized by Mazi Nworu. That is how IPOB works. If you don't like it, you feel you don't want to respect them, call them the leader of this thing, that is your cup of business. We don't give a shit about it. The Directorate of State is headed by Mazi Chinedu. If you are waiting, thinking the Nigerian government, you accept it or you leave it. The highest governing body in IPOB is the DOS. It's not the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neither is anybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this global movement. In his absence is Mazi Chinedu, deputized by Mazi Nworu. So, and the DOS, the Directorate of DOS, is a body with different departments, from finance to welfare to legal to communication, media to security. Everything you need, they are there. The leadership of IPOB prefer to build an institution than an individual. You pull an individual down, a movement have problem. When you build an institution, it is difficult to destroy. And that is the aim and the objective of this Directorate of State. We want to solidify our departments in this struggle. We've created them, and they are all working effectively. Therefore, anybody coming up tomorrow trying to give you a new leader, you know you people are fools. Tomorrow somebody will call you, oh, we are bringing a new leader. I am the one. I consulted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did this, he did that. You go and follow them after again. I didn't know. I want every IPOB, go back to your family unit. Go back to your family unit. There are people. The IPOB leadership, let me make this thing very clear. We cannot come to a unit to force anybody on you people. It is you people who knew most of these people who left you to go and join the criminals. If you know the person deserved, maybe he was a kind of confused, he was misinformed, but he just like withdrew back. You can accept him. He will retake the oath and join from the back. If he's a coordinator, he will never retain that post as a coordinator. If he's a coordinator, he left, and after he wants to come back, he should not be given that position any longer. He's gone. But if you weigh his problems, weigh what needs for him to leave, if you are accepting him, it is in your hand. If you are accepting him, inform him that he will be a floor member after he have retaken the oath. But you see those ones who came out on social media, they fight the leadership, they fight IPOB, they disgrace the movement, they misbehave. None of them will go free. We don't care. We have survived. Everybody must know that. We survived. The difficult time has passed. Therefore, every IPOB member must rise up. Yes, we know things are difficult, but we don't want anybody to give up. The leadership of IPOB is re-strategizing certain things, and you people will unsee it, and that is through the family unit. We will be able to be dispatching this information, because we will not be saying it on the air. Our enemies are all listening. There are certain things we don't have to say on air. The ones you will hear on Radio Biafra, we will say it. The ones that is not on Radio Biafra, we are not going to say it. So, it is through the family unit you will get your information. And what you do not understand, please come on Radio Biafra here and ask questions. I am sure most of the people anchoring the Radio Biafra, they can answer most of your questions. They can answer it. And if they cannot, they will refer the questions to the leadership of IPOB. I urge every one of you to remain dedicated to this struggle. Biafra will be restored. We must know that it is not going to be easy. Yes, there are challenges that have met us we never expected, but we have overcome. And whatever you are doing, always put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in your prayers. Put him in your prayers for him to remain very strong. IPOB will remove him from that DSS dungeon. It is a promise. Irrespective of anything that is happening, those who have set up all kind of traps to make sure they punish IPOB, linking them to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, linking them to criminals, we are going to defeat all these people. But I can tell you one thing also. Do not believe what you hear these politicians comes on social media to talk. Don't believe them. Why? Most of you will remember a few months ago, and I came on air, I told you people what they did. When they came, they told you, all of them, they came and tell you, we are going to remove Mazi. Most of you thought that after 3 days or the same week that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been released. They are full of deception. There is what they call political statements they are all making. When they come out in the public, when they have a program, they will say, remember to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, they give you people some sleeping tablets. Just like this foolish one they call Benjamin Carlo comes out the other day. He said, we are working seriously for Mazi Nnamdi. Can we bet him? Can we bet him? It's because Christmas is around the corner. They want to give you some pills so that you can relax, so they can celebrate their Christmas in peace. That's why they will tell you, we're going to release him very, very soon. And the worst part is sometimes I am confused, even from the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because there are certain things they do. People ask us, we have nothing to say. Few days ago, we saw them celebrating the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People were calling us. They have released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even his own siblings, complicating issues. They were dancing.
Mazi, I saw the thing he came and they say it's by faith.
They were celebrating. They were celebrating. Okay, could it be English to say, okay, they might be celebrating in anticipation that he was going to be released, but they said they are celebrating for his release. This is how the leadership is having calls everywhere. They say he has been released. He has been released. There is one. If you see the dangerous propaganda these people are playing with the life of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. The other one came the other day. He said he has been released. As he was moving, he came to the first gate. He passed. Come to the second gate. He passed. Reaching to the third gate, where he's about to go to enter the car, it seems like a call came. They ask him to return back. They take him. I asked myself, what do people get from all these kind of lies and propaganda? What is the meaning of this? And don't be surprised. They may use it to dupe somebody or defraud somebody. Maybe they have taken money from somebody. They told him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. You see the game they play? They say he was in DSS. He come to first gate, come to second gate. In the last gate, DSS received call and send it back. And some of our people believe this rubbish. To complicate the issue, the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was dancing and merriment in their compound for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Sometimes I am amazed. If it's English people, they say I'm flabbergasted, surprised with all these things. Surprised. And sometimes we are also speechless, because you don't know how to explain these things. And the question is this: is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free? Why should his own siblings play this kind of expensive joke? Is it a joke or a prank? What am I going to call it? But sometimes there are things that need no explanation, or there are things that needs no questioning. You just look at it, you shake your head, and you move on. But one thing I'm saying this evening, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will walk out as a free man from that DSS dungeon. It is what we'll be able to do, not by screaming and it is not good. Those things will not solve the issue. Let us confront people with the challenges that we are having. Let us throw them there. For example, if you see Dave Umahi, instead for you to challenge Dave Umahi with the crimes he have committed, you start telling him you are an idiot, you are this. At the end of the day, the international community, people will look at you that you're a stupid person, because you have seen him. You have nothing to explain. You could not even challenge him. You have nothing. You only rain insult on him. You did not deliver the message. Our duty is anywhere we are, whether you are writing, whether you're on the social media, whether you're on the radio, in any form you find yourself, in community gatherings, Make sure you table their crimes and their evils. It is very, very important. Desist from unnecessary insult. It is not going to help issues. It is not going to. It is when we told Emeka Ofo, we told him, if you don't give electricity in Biafra, he thought we have forgotten. We have never forgotten. The media, after all this problem happening, we are going back on the issue of EEDC. We know he has been kicked out in Enugu. We heard also, I think he have a problem in Imo State. Other states should kick him out if he's not ready to provide electricity. EEDC must be kicked out. If you cannot provide electricity, you leave the town. It's as simple as that. No sentiment. You do the service you are asked to do, or you leave. Therefore, all the lovers of freedom, I thank every one of you for staying this long listening to me. And I hope I will be coming back on air by the end of the month as our closing broadcast for the year. Yes, there are places that are supposed to be on air as we have promised on several occasions, but I can tell you a lot of technical issues. A lot of technical issues. I don't want to attribute it to anything, but I will attribute it to let me say technical failures. It has not been easy. Money has been spent. Many places supposed to be on air by now. Soka supposed to be on air. Ebony supposed to be on air. And many other places. We have transmitters now that's supposed to be on air, but we're having some technical issues. By the grace of Chukwukadiyama, these remaining few weeks before the year runs out, we will know what we'll be able to achieve. But be assured that the leadership have acquired transmitters. Nobody can stop what we are doing. We have upgraded the ones we have, and the gospel for the restoration of Biafra will continue to sing and continue to air in all parts of Biafra land. It is a mission that we must accomplish, or we die trying. We are not going to give up. And I'm telling you people all that Biafra must be restored irrespective of anything we are seeing today. We are getting all the opportunities. The chances are coming out, but most of you don't see it. It is our duty to grab opportunities. Bear in mind, when the North is fighting with the West, it is not your problem. Let us focus on our own region. Let us be very, very calculative. We have heard the governors who have suddenly turned out to say it is state police. But yes, that is a very good move in the right direction, but we are telling them in the southeastern region, since they have already zoned Nigeria in regions, state police will be of no use. Instead, a regional security outfit will be the best for the southeast region, because with the way our politicians behave, if you hand over a state security to one of them, it will lead to killings. It will lead to states killing another with the hatred most of them are trying to plant in our land. So we must raise our voice and go for a regional security, because if you take this hand and put up a state security, Dave Omahe can commission people from there to kill other Igbo or some of their brothers in the state. Anambra can use their own security and kill people from Ebonyi, or Enugu use and kill, and it can bring internal crisis. Therefore, we still ask our people to reason it very deep, that state police, everybody knows how their region is. We know how to solve our problem. Do not bring the American type of police, because America has state police. You want to go and copy it, and we know how we can solve our problem in our own territory. Because we are pushing for, and why it is very, very important to commission the state police is that you won't see an Hausa man on our road any longer molesting. If somebody is from state police original, if he's from Umbi, say he molests you within Imo State, you know his father's compound. He kill you, you know his father's compound. That is one of the essence of a regional security. If you are from Abia State, you are a policeman in Abia State. You kill somebody in Aba, where will you run to? You run to Ngwa, to Obingwa, Isialangwa. They will fish you out. You run to Omahe, you will be fished out. You run to Bende, you will be fished out. But when you go and bring somebody from the Yoruba land, from Hausa land, he come in Abia State and kill somebody. They put him in car and send him to the north, or they post him to another side. Those things encourage killings in our place. But when we come to this regional police, irrespective of anything, everybody will remember, even though that some of our people in this security, they are evil, they are heartless, but we can be able to control certain things in our land. And when we come regional, people, in some places, police work in his own community. Because if I am a police officer in my own local government, I will not start killing my own people. I will not. If a policeman, if I am a police officer in my own region, then I will hold my uncle, or people where you grew up, people know you, you will hold them and put them, tell him bring 50,000 to bail you. Don't you know those things will be eradicated? All those things will be erased. You can't see those things. And that is what they don't want. They want to bring a Yoruba man and put him as a DPO in Mbok. They want to bring somebody from Adamawa and put him in Anambra as commissioner of police. And if you people like to kill yourself, you do this thing you don't like. Therefore, we know they are going for the police, but since they want to make the change, they should do the right thing. They don't bring American way of policing and come and bring for us. We develop our own indigenous way of protecting our people. That is one of the most important things. People must raise their voice. We should not allow these people to carry out this particular thing that might cause crisis in our land. Before we understand what is happening, I will stop here. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless every one of us. We will continue to remain steadfast, support the Eastern Security Network, support IPOB, support the Biafra restoration, and pray that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom, and all of us shall rejoice on the day Biafra shall be pronounced. All these things I pray in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Once again, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of State. And Mazi Chinasa Nworu, I hail from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. Aba is in Abia. Ndewo no mu Chineke.